In front of me, I have the ZTE Nubia Air, and I'll be going over unboxing along with a quick look at the device, its specifications, price tag, and just my general opinions about the phone itself. So obviously we're going to start off with the unboxing, which we do have two seals to cut through the bottom. Well, that's one, and that's two. Okay, so that's basically everything that we get in the box. This device supposedly will last us 49 hours based on the little European Union sticker. Anyway, I'm going to go through a quick setup just because the brightness of the phone out of the box is a little bit bright, so it's completely overblowing my camera right now. So I'm going to just kind of skip everything. Yep. Now, I do want to kind of give my first kind of thought about this device out of the box. Not the best kind of start, I will say. It feels very cheap. Feels cheap, looks cheap considering that this is a ZTE Nubia phone. Now I'll explain what I mean by that, because I did own a ZTE device myself at one point. Now let's lower that brightness. There we go. So, let's first talk about the specifications, and I'm going to talk about other things. So, it's actually, if you want to check this, I haven't. Oh, okay. Huh. So the phone feels cheap because it is cheap. Okay. I mean, that kind of changes the perspective right here. Okay. So let's go into this. The screen right here, which it's actually pretty decent screen. It's an AMOLED display at 120 Hz refresh rate with a whopping 4500 nits of peak brightness, so it is a decent display right here. It also rocks a 1224 by 2720 pixel resolution, so it is basically a 1440p display or Ultra HD. So that's a good display right here with a nice crisp resolution, basically perfect black levels with the AMOLED display, contrast ratios infinite, and a good refresh rate at 120. The display right here is actually just checking all the boxes that it needs to. So props for that. Now if we flip it over to the back, we have a camera. It looks to be a triple camera setup, so the middle one seems fake, but I haven't checked it yet. Oh, sorry, are they all freaking fake? Let me quickly check this. GSM Marina states that there is only one camera here, but I can clearly see that there's two, 26mm and 78, I believe, right? So let's see, not this one, not this one. Okay, so it's the last one. Okay, so it's covered. Let's switch to this one. Oh no, okay, it's a single camera. So as you can see, when I uncovered, oops, I just tried it again without pressing the power button. So right now the second lens is selected, so you can see it's just a zoom. Let's see, 50 maybe megapixel. Does anything change this? Nope. So it's still just this one. Portrait, same thing. Night, same thing. Video, same thing. Same thing, same thing. And okay, this doesn't count. Yeah, it's a single camera setup. I hate this. I hate this. Why put two fake cameras? Like, for fuck's sakes. One fake cam... Shit, not even one fake camera. One real camera that some manufacturers put as a 2 megapixel macro. Because, you know, it's better that a phone has a fake camera, or not fake, but real camera that is absolute ass, unusable piece of shit. These dipshits put two fake cameras that aren't even usable. Why? Such a stupid logic. Just fuck off with this. Literally, like, take this shit, shove it up your ass. There is no need for these. They literally serve no fucking purpose here. It's literally a sticker here, or as good as a sticker. They have no use. It's a single 50 megapixel camera. That's basically what it boils down to, with a 20 megapixel selfie right here. So not really much happening right here. 1080p 30 frames, it's as best as it can do. If they maybe put more effort into, I don't know, maybe allowing you 1080p 60 frames instead of putting shitty, useless garbage at the back that imitates cameras, that would have been a little bit more useful than whatever the fuck this is here. This is useless. I can't do anything with that. Anyway, let's continue on, because this kind of annoyed me. So let's move over to the internals. Now, this one is on a thin side. It basically follows this moronic logic of making our phones fit between crevices that are smaller than whatever, what is it, 6.7 millimeters. Well, great. And now, I wonder if that 6.7 millimeters counts in the camera bump. I don't think so, because it looks like a centimeter now. So I didn't know that we're counting the thickness of the phone from the thinnest point. Well, from a thinnest point, you know what? Why don't you just count the thickness of the power button in this case? I mean, it's a moronic logic, so you might as well go for this. And that looks like it's just 2 millimeters thick. Absolutely shows you nothing. I genuinely hate the idea of making phones thin, and luckily only one generation of this moronic, retarded logic will stick around, because Samsung won't be making a new one, Apple probably won't be making a new one either. No matter how much Linus wants to glaze that shit, it's still shit. So yeah, and this one is honestly less. Let me put it this way, it's less shit than Samsung and an iPhone, because it still manages to, in this thin phone, pack 5000 mAh battery. Now, they're not doing any kind of black magic right here. They're just using carbon silicon battery, which all the dipshits that are selling the most expensive phones like Samsung and Apple decides, nah, that's not for us. We're just gonna give you the shit piece of garbage that we've been pumping into our devices for past a decade and charge you more for it. Screw the newer tech. That would actually require effort, and we're not about that one. So here, we do have the 5000 cell that shit, even the Samsung S25 Ultra can barely fit in their phone, which is basically twice as thick and bigger, or about the same size as this one in terms of screen size. Maybe actually a little bit bigger. So yeah, here we get the new battery. So it allows us to have a huge capacity right here. Now that huge capacity means kind of little when you have other brands from China that are keeping their devices at a reasonable size, like every other devices, like this one. This is the Oppo Find X9 Pro. So it's about the same kind of screen size phone. Traditional thickness, though the weight of it is actually a little bit higher than normal. And this, instead of having 5000 milliamps, it has like 7500. Now, you can translate that into battery life better. So this one obviously won't have as good battery life, but I can tell you, sure shit gonna have better battery life than this, as this has like barely 4000 in its normal thickness. So yay. Anyway, so yeah, this moronic logic of thin phones is kind of stupid. I would like to see a normal size phone with a bigger battery. That would be better. And obviously no sticker cameras. These gotta go. They should be illegal at this point, because it's literally trying to mislead customers into believing that there is more that the phone can offer than it actually does. It's predatory at the best, and blatantly lying at worst, I would say, which when as a marketing gimmick that is inaccurate or incorrect is not legal. So that's gotta go, in my opinion. There should be some kind of law against this. Just like, anyway, let's continue on. In terms of the storage and RAM, we have 8 GB of RAM and 256 gigs of storage. This is the only option you can actually get right here. So not the highest amount of storage that I can get right here. And even furthermore, I can tell you that by the looks of it, non-expandable storage. So you can't pop in an SD card and extend it further past the 256 that you get out of the box right here. We also are being powered by a Unisec T8300 processor, which is a budget processor. And I think that's about everything that there is to the device. So, to boil it down, it's a budget phone at about 220 euros. It basically offers what you would expect at this price range. It has certain things going for it, like the huge battery at 5000 milliamps, but to be fair, this is more traditional battery size for non-thin phones. So they're basically kept the same battery, reduced the thickness because it was redundant, and instead of giving you better battery, they just are marketing this as a thin phone. So it's basically, we basically give you the same shit battery that we would do before, and instead of giving you the good battery that other devices have, instead we're gonna market this downgrade as a marketing gimmick of a thin phone. That's basically what this is. It's a gimmick because if they put a 7000, this device would be normal thickness. But that would actually require to put a bigger battery, which would obviously cut away from cost. And honestly, I think that might have been a good choice to add a bigger battery. People might be more inclined to get that over a thin phone. And other things that I didn't actually mention is the build quality. We have plastic back. This feels awful. This feels super cheap and tacky. And we have also plastic frame. But right, let me just quickly check. It doesn't really state it here. Great. But yeah, this seems like plastic frame, though it's not really stated on GSM Arena, but surprisingly enough, we do have IP68 and IP69K, nice, rating, which is dust tight and water resistant with high pressure water jets, immersible up to 1.5 meters for 30 minutes. So that's pretty good, considering this is a plastic back right here. I have to give it props for that. But in hand it just kind of feels meh. And keep in mind that usually these kind of ratings, or usually all the time, they refer to basically pure water, like tap water in the shower or something like that. If you drop this phone in a pool and chloride basically eats away from the seals and damages it, yeah, that's not covered by warranty. So it's kind of useless in this. So if it drops in the pool, cool, it might have dropped on 1.5 meters for less than 30 minutes, but if it gets damaged from that, yeah, they're not repairing that because that's not clean water. Another thing that is included here is this fake carbon fiber case. Fake because on the back side here is plastic, clearly. Yeah. It honestly makes the device look a little bit better than the tacky plastic back. So I do prefer this, honestly. And other than that, for 220, what is it, euros, dollars, something along those lines, this device offers honestly very little. The only kind of selling gimmick, which obviously other companies already figured out doesn't really sell well, is the thinness. But the thinness here is a byproduct of a smaller battery. Smaller being still pretty good battery. I do want to say that this battery is still good, but considering this is ZTE, they have proven that they can put like massive 8000 milliampere batteries into their phones. So this is a choice not to, and as a choice not to give you a good battery, bigger one than they would usually do, they are marketing this as a thin phone, and in this case it kind of loses. Additionally, the charging speed here is quite low at 33 watts. It's still better than, for instance, this piece of shit right here, being only at 25. That's Samsung, by the way. So yeah, for 220 $20. Let me just quickly pull up one phone. CMF Phone 2 Pro, yay, there we go. So for about the same price, if not actually less, considering it's a little bit older device at this point, being released at the beginning of the year, we have CMF Phone 2 Pro from Nothing. Nothing being the literal name of the company. And that device offers also, would you look at that, 5000 mAh battery, 33 watts charging, AMOLED display, 120 Hz refresh rate with an improvement of 2160 Hz pull rate, so it's a faster display in terms of response rate to your touch inputs. We have HDR10 Plus certification, this doesn't have it, and we have peak brightness of 3000 nits, which is plenty bright anyway, though this one is brighter on paper. Additionally, it will definitely have a way better processor, being the Dimensity 7300 Pro. So that's one improvement, and the other one is the cameras. Cameras being dual 50 megapixel sensors with single also 8 megapixel ultra wide, and the 50 megapixels are wide and telephoto with a 16 megapixel selfie. And with those cameras can do 4K 30 and 1080p up to 120 frames per second. So one of the things that Nubia does is makes phones that are good, that have good cameras. This is not it. This is a pathetic joke of a Nubia device, I would say. It offers nothing really that would be worth even that money that they want. They're trying to go for the hype of Samsung and Apple with their bullshit kind of thin phones that didn't sell well, and it completely falls flat on its face. Now, mind that they try to make it a budget-oriented version of it, but it still falls flat on its face. If you don't care for your device to be this thin, which realistically it's not like super thin, just to kind of give you a comparison, like this is the S25. Let me maybe take off this first. So you can see it's thinner, obviously. If I move it like side by side. There we go. So you can see it literally like side by side. It's honestly like very close to the thickness of the Samsung. It's not much thinner than the Samsung. So as a thin phone, it kind of fails at that. And as a Nubia, it fails at everything else. Having good battery size, good charging speeds, good cameras. The only thing that it delivers is a good display, but other devices deliver good displays at lower prices with better cameras, better charge, and better specifications. Like I said, the CMF Phone 2 Pro being the prime candidate to basically be chosen over this, offering literally improvements over everything that this phone offers, just not being this thin phone. So, should you pick this device up? Probably not. Anyway, I hope you found this video helpful, and if you did, don't forget to smash like, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Welcome. In front of me is a Nubia Air, and today I'll show you how we can go through the setup process of this device. So, to get started, when you boot up your device for the first time, you should be presented with the same screen that you can see on my end, which is completely overblown brightness. Let me just adjust this a little bit, because holy hell, that is way too bright. Anyway, in here we're going to be choosing our desired language, which also includes a region. And so if I select English, you can see we have different regions right here. Now, I don't know if this actually matters here or not, but I do want to mention this. So depending on specific locations, like for instance Europe or so on, you might have better consumer rights, which also includes obviously the laws and what the device needs to follow based on what you select. Obviously, if you select UK, you're basically saying, yeah, I don't care about my personal rights, and US government can, you know, just go like straight in there. No lube. While looking at you, smiling and telling you, yes, we have freedom of speech. Good joke, right? Anyway, so Keep that in mind when selecting your region. It could matter. And also if, for instance, European Union forces manufacturers to follow specific rules because they just, I guess at this point love to fuck with them, which I'm all for because why not? Then obviously they will need to follow that, and if you're in that region, you will fall under the people that get to benefit from that. And if a company loses money because of it, you sure shit should believe that they're not going to be implementing anywhere else this kind of changes that they don't need to. So pick your regions correctly. Anyway, so from here, I'm going to select something like English and... wait, none of these are good. So, I'm just going to keep it as it is, even though US isn't, let's be honest, Make America Great Again. It ain't great anymore. Moving on, we have connect to mobile network, and we can do that by inserting a SIM card. Now, this is an optional step. You don't actually need to do it. And again, the brightness seems to be way too high. There we go. So I'm going to be skipping this, which then presents me with a connect to Wi-Fi network. And again, this is optional as well, and you can skip this. But if you choose to skip both of those, SIM and Wi-Fi, you get this pop-up, set up offline. And basically by setting up offline, we won't be able to sign into our Google account, restore apps and data, get software updates, and automatically set date and time. Okay, that's fine by me. And here we have the date and time, which isn't set automatically, so you can fix it up if it's incorrect, but it is actually correct, so I'm just gonna ignore it and move on. And next, we have the option to select a PIN to our device. Now, we are limited to a 4 to 6 digit PIN, but we can click right here, screen lock options, and choose either pattern or password as well. Now, I'm going to select a pattern for this. Next, repeat it, confirm, and now it's set. Now, we can also add immediately after that a fingerprint to unlock it that way as well, but we don't need to. Though, if you're planning to use a fingerprint, you will need to add a screen lock. Next, we have Google services, and we have things like location, scanning, and sending user and diagnostic data. And we can turn all of these off, but that's a big but there. I don't think these do anything. So hear me out on this one. We can turn off location, which uses Wi-Fi and cellular network towers and GPS to basically locate us. We can turn off scanning, which prevents the device from accessing Wi-Fi networks and nearby devices. And we can disable send user and diagnostic data. And yet, with all of these off, I can freaking guarantee you that if someone wants to find you, like, I don't know, FBI agents, or Google wants to know where you are, which they sure shit know where you are, even when all of this is turned off, this does basically nothing. And as a kind of maybe concept, I want to give you, I don't think I'm not necessarily a hypothetical situation, but when you have criminals with their phones and they're autistic enough to basically turn off everything, take out a SIM card and all that shit, and they go do their quotation mark very legal things that are not necessarily following the law, and with their phone being what could best be considered a unusable brick that is stuck in dark ages because it literally can't connect to anything based on how it's set, yet somehow they're found because of their phone. Ooh, someone murdered someone. Yeah, we found them because of the phone and where it was located. Well, how did you know where it was located when everything was off? Just a, food for thought. And in this case, do you think these tackles do anything when people like that are found because of the phone that shouldn't be found? Seems kind of counterintuitive that when you disable things that should track you, you're found because you're being tracked. Anyway, so we're just going to ignore this and move on. And here we have, welcome to daily wallpapers. I recommend turning that shit off. It's as simple as that. Now, these wallpapers, at least here on the example, aren't that bad, but I can tell you that from using them. There usually are some kind of random ass wallpapers that I wouldn't want to have show up on my phone, just for the sake of not needing to explain to myself to a significant other, for instance, why I have a wallpaper of a maid cleaning, or whoever that is right here. It's much easier to not need to explain yourself and just set up a, I don't know, picture of a houseplant permanently. Going to be much better than that. So I am not going to be accepting this, and I'm just going to go on to the next page, which is privacy policy. We can read this, and obviously at the end of the day, you do need to agree to this. Parental control. For some reason, we also need to agree to this, even though majority of us won't be utilizing this, so go figure. Anyway, moving on, we have encryption and erasure. So the data that is being stored, it is encrypted automatically. Anyway, nothing there to change. And next we have device security, which already set up, so I don't know why it's showing up again. But we can also add face recognition apart from the fingerprint. Anyway, I'm just going to move on. We already had this. Moving on, we have the system navigation, gestures being selected by default, and we also have the button navigation right here if you want to use that instead. Now, I do want to also mention gesture navigation and button navigation, I believe, right? Yep, there's no options showing up. Have additional options in the settings to, for instance, hide or show gesture bar and reverse the buttons, along with, for gestures, increase or decrease sensitivity. And with that being said, this basically summarizes the setup. By clicking Get Started, we're taken to the home screen, and that's about it. So if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Welcome. In front of me is a Nubia Air, and today I'll show you how you can import your contacts from the SIM card to the device. So, to get started, you will want to open up your Contacts application. For me, it's right over here. Allow contacts to send notifications. How about no? There is no need for our Contacts application to send us notification. These aren't notifications from the contacts. These are contacts as an application sending you notifications. Yeah, no need. Anyway, while we're in here, we're gonna go to Organize. And before I progress any further, I do want to mention I am signed into a Google account, unfortunately. Ugh. But that will matter in a second. Now, in here, we're going to scroll all the way down, and you will find right here, Manage SIM option. You want to click on that, and you can see our contacts. Now, they're all grayed out because Google, being the creepy Fs that they are automatically trying to hoover up all the personal information of people that have never consented to this. Well, thank you very much, Google, but it can go F off. There we go. Now, as you can see, when I selected the device, automatically these contacts became selectable and selected as well. So the reason for that is these contacts already actually exist on the Google account, and Google, again, being the absolute joyful people, they don't want duplicate contacts, they just want it once. So they don't want to take the contacts again. They detect that there's a number, that's about it. They don't need it again. But because none of these contacts actually exist on the device itself, I can import them, all of them. Now, additionally, you can also deselect contacts that you don't want, and from there, click on Import. And when you go back to your list, you should be able to see them right here. Now, right now, we are seeing contacts from every location that we possibly can. But right at the top, right below the search option, we have all contacts. If you click on it, we can show contacts from either everywhere, the Google account, or the device. Now, for some reason, contacts is becoming very scummy cunts, and they're giving you this annoying little icon right here that, oh, it's not synced to the cloud. Like, go piss off. You don't need that. Now, I am kind of against just syncing it to the cloud, and let me explain why, if you're interested. If not, then that kind of summarizes the video. But anyway, So Google basically is in the business of not delivering you software or hardware. It's in the business of basically being a squeaky bunch of fucks that just literally rips every shred of data that you can possibly produce so they can make profit. Now, as far as I can tell or see, I have never gotten a single effing cent for my data. So until I don't see money for it, I don't see a reason to even share my data. So I'll do everything to prevent that from happening, including using things like the Oxygen, no, not Oxygen, what am I saying? The Graphene OS, which is coming. Just because I like my privacy. Now, for people that are kind of like, if you don't have anything to hide, Jesus, that's way too loud. If you don't have anything to hide, there's no problem. Yeah, I don't have anything to hide, but also doesn't mean that I want everyone to see what I'm doing. I don't, when doing something at home that includes tissues, I'm not doing it in front of a window for everyone to see, for instance, right? So it would lead me to also keep that same kind of logic to everything else. So with a company that wants to hoover up everything, I find this to be absolutely annoying, especially when it comes down to contacts of other people. These are these aren't really numbers of people. These are like, what is the number of the SIM card, how much money this SIM card has on it, and call me. Oh, that's kind of odd. But anyway, so these aren't real contacts, just for your information. But if they were someone else's information, contacts, I'm basically giving Google access to a absolute like gold right here, because not only do they have the name of the person, they also have their number. Now, if you also decide to do something like, for instance, this and edit it, you can add photos, you can add first, last names, company, additional numbers, date of birth, notes, and emails, addresses. Way too much information for a single contact of someone that has never even consented to this. And Google hoovers that up every day from everyone. So that's why I don't recommend syncing your contacts, just because this is someone else's information that they might not want Google to know. And I personally hate this. I hate it even more when the contacts application will give you a pop-up, because it most likely will at one point, asking you to sync contacts with the cloud, even though you deliberately chose not to. Hopefully you chose not to. And furthermore, when it syncs it, it might give you another bullshit pop-up, which is, hey, clear storage or clear space on your SIM card by deleting these contacts. Yeah, basically, we're going to try to delete your contacts, so you are reliant on us, so you need to basically sync all the data with us, so we have everything. How about no? And just as an additional kind of deterrent, there is not a real reason for the most part for you to want to sync contacts with the Google account. You can create a backup, even if you want to, that you can move over to other devices like a VCF file. So that's one way. For the purpose of kind of the ease of having contacts on every device, how often do you need your contacts, same ones on your phone, on other devices? Like, great, I can have my contacts on my phone and then what, on my TV? Because I send emails from my TV or other stuff. Or I guess I don't have tablet. That could be one logical place, but I can import them manually. It's just two devices, not that hard. So syncing it to the cloud really defeats the purpose when you can sync it to the phone. And if you only need it in one place, it just really doesn't have that much like weight behind it. So anyway, that about sums it up, this rant. So if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Nubia Air, and let me share with you how to check the serial number of this device. So let's begin with opening the dialer and enter a code which is *#06#. And as you can see at the bottom of this pop-out window, we've got the serial number of this device. So let's tap on OK. And now another way through the settings. So let's tap on the settings. Here we have to scroll all the way down to find About Phone. So let's tap on it and then tap on Model. And as you can see right here, we've got the serial number of this device. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Nubia Air, and let me share with you how to check the IMEI number of this device. So let's begin with opening the dialer. Tap on the keypad here and enter the code, which is *#06#. And as you can see by this code, we are provided with both IMEI numbers of this device. So let's tap on OK. And now another way through the settings. So let's open settings. Here we have to scroll all the way down to find About Phone, which is at the very bottom of the list. And here, as you can see, we've got both IMEI numbers for both SIM slots. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Nubia Air, and let me share with you how to reset app preferences on this device. So let's begin with opening the settings. And here we have to scroll and find the apps. Then tap on See All 55 apps, of course 55 in my case, and then tap on this three dots icon in the right upper corner. Now let's tap on Reset App Preferences, and here your device is informing you what it will actually reset, so among others, disabled app notifications and any permission restrictions. What's more, no worries, you won't lose any app data, so simply tap on Reset Apps, and basically this is it. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Nubia Air, and let me share with you how to change the screen timeout on this device. So let's begin with opening the settings, and here, let me go back. Here we have to scroll and find the display. Then scroll down and localize the option Screen Timeout and tap on it. And as you can see here, we've got some options from which we can choose. At the top, we've got relatively short options like 15 or 30 seconds. And at the bottom, the longest, which is 10 minutes. So all you have to do is to tap on the option Black to use. I'll pick 10 minutes. And after getting back, you can see that it is notified right here, which means that from now on, after 10 minutes of an activity, this device will black out. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Hello everybody, welcome to our channel. Today I'm going to tell you more about SD card slot on Nubia Air. So if you're wondering if Nubia Air has an SD card slot, sadly, no. And if you're someone who likes to expand your phone storage with a memory card, here's what you need to know. The Nubia Air does not have an microSD card slot. That means you can't add extra storage. Everything has to fit on the phone's built-in memory. So if you plan to store lots of photos, videos or apps, make sure to choose the right internal storage version for your needs, because there is no way to expand it later. So basically, that's all you need to know about a SD card slot. So thank you for watching and subscribe for more. Hello everybody, welcome to our channel. Today I'm going to show you how to restore phone icon to home screen on your Nubia Air. So basically, if you accidentally deleted phone icon from your home screen right here, don't worry, you haven't deleted it from your device, but you just deleted it from your home screen. And right now it's laying here in your app drawer, as you can see here, phone. So to restore it back to your home screen, just click and hold your app and drag it right here back to your home screen. So basically that's it. So thank you for watching and subscribe for more.
In front of me is Nubia Air, and today I would like to show you how you can resize font. First of all, go into settings and tap on Display section right away. Now select font available under Automatic Brightness and manage this slider under font size to adjust it. You can check out Preview at the top. So when I do that and go back, I can see that size of my font has changed. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Hello everybody, welcome to our channel. Today I'm gonna show you how to change brightness level on your Nubia Air. So basically there are two options how to change your brightness level on your Nubia phone. So the first option is opening up your quick settings panel right here, and you can adjust your brightness manually right here. So that's the first option, and for the second option you'll need to open up your settings and go here to display. And here you can adjust your brightness level manually or turn on the automatic brightness, so your brightness will adjust automatically to your environment and activities on your phone. So basically that's it. That's how you change brightness on your Nubia Air. So thank you for watching and follow for more.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Nubia Air, and let me share with you how to change video resolution on this device. So let's begin with opening the camera app, and currently we are in the standard photo mode, so let's switch to the video one. Now, if you've got the red color inside the shutter button, it means that for sure you're on the video mode. Now we can take a look at this option bar at the top, and on the second position from the right, we've got the resolution. So let's tap on it. And here in this device, we've got two different options. So 1080p, which is currently applied, as you can see it is highlighted, and 720p. So all you have to do is to tap on the option Like to Use. It will be immediately highlighted, and it means that from now on, your device will use the chosen resolution whilst recording a video. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
In front of me is Nubia Air, and today I would like to show you how you can rename it. All you need to do is go into Settings and scroll all the way down right away. Then hit About Phone at the bottom. Don't worry, I tested it, it will work, because here you can tap on a device name under Android version and type in whatever you want to, like Sunny. When you finished, hit Save. So when I do that, as you can see, name of my Nubia has changed. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is Nubia Air, and today I would like to show you how you can change this device's theme. Changing theme of this Nubia is really easy and will only take a few seconds. That's because all you need to do is go into Settings and tap on Theme and Personalization available here. Now hit Themes at the top. Click on any of those you wanna apply, and when you finished, hit Apply button. So when I do that, as you can see, theme of my device has changed. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Nubia Air, and let me share with you how to clear credentials on this device. So let's start with opening the settings, and here we have to scroll and find the option Security and Privacy. Let's tap. Then we have to scroll down again and find the option More Security and Privacy. Here scroll down and find Encryption and Credentials. Almost at the very bottom, we've got the option we're looking for, so Clear Credentials. Let's simply tap on it and tap on OK. Not only we've got this information, but also this option is inactive, which means that we just successfully removed all saved certificates. Be aware, if you've got the screen lock currently applied, your device will ask you to enter it to confirm the whole step. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Nubia Air, and let me share with you how to turn off running apps on this device. So first of all, we have to open the recents, and depending on what kind of navigation type you've got set, you can do it differently. If you've got the 3 buttons navigation, simply tap on the button with the square icon or 3 bars icon, and if you've got the gesture, swipe your finger from the bottom to the center of your device and hold it somewhere here, something like that. After releasing, here we've got the recents. If you wish, you can close them one by one manually just by swiping them up. However, if you've got a lot of apps opened, I highly recommend simply tapping on this X button at the bottom. Here we've got the information, so we can open the recents to check. And here we've got no recent items. As you can see, we've got this information, which means that we just successfully closed all background apps. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
In front of me is Nubia Air, and today I would like to show you how you can change display refresh rate. All you need to do is go into Settings and tap on Display section right away. Then scroll down a tiny bit to click on Screen Refresh Rate and apply any of those by clicking on the best one. So when I go back, as you can see, mine was successfully applied. Quick tip, I wouldn't recommend to always go for the highest one, because it will not only consume your battery life, but also your phone might heat up. Personally, I always go for Auto. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Hello everybody, welcome to our channel. Today I'm gonna show you how to restore SMS icon to home screen on your Nubia Air. So basically, if you had an SMS or messages icon right here on your home screen and by accident you deleted it, I'll show you how to simply restore it to your home screen. So don't worry, you haven't deleted from your phone, from your device. It's basically just in your app drawer right here. So click and hold your app and drag it right here to your home screen. So as you can see right now, it's on the home screen with all other options and apps. So basically that's it. So thank you for watching and subscribe for more. Hello everybody, welcome to our channel. Today I'm gonna show you how to hide pattern line on your Nubia Air. So if you recently secured your phone with a pattern lock and you want to hide the pattern line to make it even more secure, I'll show you how to do it. Basically it's very simple. So open up your settings and go to Security and Privacy. Device unlock, screen lock pattern, as you can see, and click this settings button here and make pattern visible and make sure it's turned off. So, and now it should look like this. When you enter it, you can see the pattern line. So that's it. That's how you hide pattern line on your Nubia Air. So thank you for watching and subscribe for more.
In front of me is Nubia Air, and today I would like to show you how you can find all typing options. First of all, go into Settings and scroll all the way down right away. Don't worry, I tested it, it will work. Because here you can tap on System and Update, and then access Keyboard section. Following that, tap on On-Screen Keyboard and select Emoji Keyboard available at the top. Last but not least, hit Setting at the bottom right corner to click on Input section and manage all of those options however you want to. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Hello everybody, welcome to our channel. Today I'm gonna tell you more about wireless charging on Nubia Air. So if you're wondering whether the Nubia Air phone supports wireless charging, the answer is no. The Nubia Air does not support wireless charging. There is no key charging coil built inside, so you can't charge it on a wireless pad. But instead you can still fast charge it through USB-C using the charger that comes in the box. This will always be fastest and most reliable way to power it up. And if you really want wireless charging, you can buy a Qi wireless charging adapter that plugs into the USB-C port. It is slower, but it works with any wireless charging pad. So yeah, the Nubia Air does not have built-in wireless charging, but you still have options if you want to charge it wirelessly. So that's it. So thank you for watching and subscribe.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Nubia Air, and let me share with you how to change the wallpaper on this device. So let's start with opening the settings, and here we have to scroll and find theme and personalization. Then let's tap on wallpaper, so the second option, and here we've got some options from which we can choose. As you can see, we've got plenty of pre-installed options to choose from. Moreover, in the right upper corner, we've got this picture icon, which means that after tapping on it, we will be transferred to our own files. So of course, you can set your own photo as a wallpaper. So all you have to do is to find the wallpaper which you'd like to apply, and I'll pick maybe this option. So simply tap on it and then tap on Set As. Now you can decide where you want to set it, so as a home screen, lock screen, or both, and I'll pick both options, so let me tap on it. Now we can go back, and as you can see, the wallpaper has been played successfully. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Hello everybody, welcome to our channel. Today I'm gonna show you how to set custom notification sound on your Nubia Air. So basically, if you want to set any sound on your notification sound, you can download it from Google or from any other platform with music. So basically, if you did download it, open up your settings, go down here to sound and vibration, and scroll down here to notification tone. And as you can see here, music and notification sound effect. So choose effect you want to use, or sound, or song, whatever, and click OK. So right now, as you can see, notification sound effect is my notification tone. So basically that's how you set a custom notification sound on your Nubia Air. So thank you for watching and subscribe for more.
In front of me is Nubia Air, and today I would like to show you where you can locate all your downloads. As all of your downloaded files in one place, you don't need to download any app, but you need to find one that's already on it. This one called File Manager. So find it, and when you're ready, launch it. Then select Category at the bottom left corner and tap on Downloads available here right next to Favorites. Then tap on Downloads again. And as you can see, all of my downloaded files are over here. To open one, click on it. And to manage one, click on those three dots at the top right corner. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Nubia Air, and let me share with you how to reset network preferences on this device. So let's begin with opening the settings, and here we have to scroll all the way down to find the system. Then let's go to Reset Options, which are at the very bottom. And here we've got this option, Reset Network Settings, and under it, Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. So as you can see, we've got it divided. And it depends which section you'd like to reset. Basically, the operation looks similar. So just tap on the option, in my case, Network Settings, tap on Reset Settings. We have to confirm everything with our screen lock. Tap on Reset Settings. Here we've got also the information that we cannot undo this action, so be aware. And as you can see, we've got the information, we just did it. And the same with Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. Just tap on it, tap on Reset, and as you can see, we've got the confirmation. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
In front of me is Nubia Air, and today I would like to show you how you can turn on or turn off autocorrection. Begin by opening Settings and scrolling all the way down right away. Then click on System and Update. Now select Keyboard, on-screen keyboard here, and then finally Emoji keyboard at the top. Now here's what most people miss. You need to tap on Setting at the bottom right corner and click on Input section. Then use this switcher next to autocorrection to turn it off or switch it on. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Hello everybody, welcome to our channel. Today I'm gonna show you how to access File Manager on your Nubia Air. If you want to check up your files, you'll need to access a File Manager, and to do this, open up your app drawer and find something like File Manager, like this. So open it up, and basically that's how you get an access to all your files, pictures, apps, documents, videos, and all the stuff. So basically like this, and here you have all the files on your phone. So starting off with your Android files, so basically software, downloaded things, movies, music, notifications, picture, podcasts, recordings, ringtones, and stuff like that. So that's how you access a file manager on your Nubia Air. So thank you for watching and subscribe for more.
In front of me is Nubia Air, and today I would like to show you how you can change default apps. First of all, you need to download any app you want to set up as your new default. Let's go with Firefox browser. Then enter Devices Settings and scroll to tab on Apps. Don't worry, I tested it, it will work, because after entering apps, you can tap on default apps right away. Now tap on any section you wanna manage, in my case, browser app, and tap on an app you wanna apply as your current default. When you finished, go back. So when I do that, as you can see, my default app has changed. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is Nubia Air, and today I would like to show you how you can check a password in Passwords Manager. All you need to do is go into Settings and scroll all the way down right away. While testing this device, I discovered that you don't have to enter Google section. You can tap on Passwords and Accounts and then hit Open under Google to access your manager much faster. So click on it here. Click on any password you wanna check and enter your current login method. Then use this eye icon next to your password to make it visible. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is Nubia Air, and today I would like to show you how you can delete a password from Passwords Manager. First of all, go into Settings and scroll all the way down right away. Now, instead of clicking on Google, tap on Passwords and Accounts, trust me, because here you can tap on Open under Google and this way access your manager even faster. So click on it here, tap on any password you wanna delete, and enter your current login method. Then tap on Delete button and confirm your choice in the pop-up. Don't worry, it won't delete any app or any account, just your password from your manager. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Nubia Air, and let me share with you how to soft reset or actually force restart your device. So this operation will be useful if for some reason your device stopped working properly. So for example, if it doesn't respond to your touches, you cannot do anything, you cannot scroll, etc. So all you have to do to kind of fix that, to soft reset it, is to press the power button long enough until you'll see the black screen and then the developer's logo. So let me try to do it. Let me press the power button, which is located right here, and press it for approximately 10 seconds. Until we'll see the black screen. Keep pressing, even though we've got this restart option. Let's pretend that we cannot tap on it. So keep pressing. We've got a black screen, which is a really good sign, as we know. Keep pressing. I felt the vibration. I can see the developer's logo, so we can release the finger. And from now on, we have to simply wait until our device will be fully restarted. And it will work, I hope, perfectly again. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
In front of me is Nubia Air, and today I would like to show you how you can use voice typing. Begin by launching your keyboard. Now you can either click on this icon of a microphone at the top left corner, or hold this one at the bottom left corner. Then start typing. As you can see, voice typing is on. If you wanna stop, you can pause or use this button with a microphone. If you wish to delete text on the go, use this button with an X on the right. To access some voice typing options, click on this gear on the left. And to go back to standard keyboard, use this arrow at the top left corner. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Hello everybody, welcome to our channel. Today I'm going to show you how to connect headphones or earbuds in 3mm jack on your Nubia Air. So if you want to connect headphones through the 3mm jack on your Nubia Air, sadly you can't, because Nubia Air does not have a headphone jack. Just like the most modern phones, it's designed to work completely through Bluetooth, so you won't find any 3mm jack port on your Nubia Air. But don't worry, you can still use wired headphones if you really want to. Just plug them into your phone using a USB-C to 3.5mm headphones adapter, or use USB-C headphones, and you're good to go. So, sadly, as I said earlier, no headphone jack on the Nubia Air, but there are still plenty of options how to listen to music through your headphones or earbuds on your Nubia Air. So basically that's it, so thank you for watching and subscribe for more. Hello everybody, welcome to our channel. Today I'm gonna show you how to turn on and turn off the airplane mode on your Nubia Focus 2 Ultra 5G. So if you want to turn on the airplane mode, I'll show you how to do it. It's very simple. So open up your quick settings panel right here by swiping down from upper part of your phone, and here you can see the flight mode. So to turn it on, just click on it, and as you can see, now Wi-Fi is off, Bluetooth is off, and you can see this airplane icon right here near the battery. So that's how you know your airplane mode is on. And to turn it off, just simply click flight mode again. And right now Wi-Fi is on and the airplane icon near the battery is gone. So basically that's how you turn on and turn off the airplane mode on your Nubia Focus 2 Ultra 5G. So thank you for watching and subscribe for more. Hello everybody, welcome to our channel. Today I'm gonna tell you more about headphone jack on Nubia Air. If you're wondering whether the Nubia Air comes with a headphone jack, the answer is no. The Nubia Air does not have a 3mm headphone jack. Just like many modern smartphones, it relies on USB-C only for audio. But don't worry, you still have plenty of options. Option 1, use USB-C headphones. You can plug USB-C earphones directly into the port and they will work with no problem. Option 2 is using a USB-C to 3mm jack adapter. If you prefer old wired headphones, just get a small USB-C to 3.5mm adapter, and you can use any regular headset you want. And option 3, go wireless. Bluetooth headphones or earbuds will work perfectly too. So yeah, the Nubia Air does not include a headphone jack, but you can still use wired or wireless audio without any issues. So that's it, thank you for watching and subscribe for more.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got a Nubia Air, and let me share with you how to clear the browser on this device. So let's begin with opening the browser. In my case, it will be Google Chrome, but no worries, this operation is pretty similar in all of the browsers which are commonly used, so I'm pretty sure that you will be able to figure out how to do it on your own browser. So right now we are in, so we have to tap on this three dots icon in the right upper corner and tap on Delete Browsing Data. So here we've got some basic options like visited websites, opened tabs, cookies cache, and other site data. We can change the time range here from last 15 minutes to, for example, all time. It's up to you, of course, and then tap on Delete Data. However, if you wish to remove some advanced browsing history, simply tap on More Options, and here we've got them. So, saved passwords, autofill from data, and site settings. If you wish to remove something, make sure that it is marked, so I will remove everything. We can also change the time range from last hour to all time, so you have to do it here separately, and then tap on Delete Data. And as you can see, we just got back to the home page, which means that we just successfully removed the history. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Nubia Air, and let me share with you how to update the apps on this device. So first of all, make sure that you've got the internet connection, and I highly recommend using Wi-Fi instead of mobile data. And then let's make sure that you've got your Google account added to the device. You can do it after entering the Play Store. I mean, you can log in, or you can do it using the settings. I highly recommend to check our tutorial of how to add or remove a Google account in this specific device. So finally, we can open the Play Store, and now all we have to do is to tap on the circle in the right upper corner, which is our account, and then tap on Manage Apps and Device. Then let's go to updates available here, simply tap on it. And as you can see, this is the list of all updates pending. And basically you can either tap on update all, so your device will download all of them and install them, or you can simply choose specific apps and simply tap on update next to it, and your device will right now download the update, and after that they will be successfully installed and automatically updated. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
In front of me is Nubia Air, and today I would like to show you how you can enable or disable adaptive brightness. Start by opening Settings and tapping on Display section right away. Now click on this switcher next to Automatic Brightness, available under Brightness slider, to switch it on. Switcher is blue, or switch it off. Your switcher will turn gray. But most people miss that you can do it much faster on daily basis. To do that, swipe down from the top right corner of your screen to access Tab menu. Then click on this eye icon on the left of Brightness slider. And if it's blue, that means that Auto Brightness is on. To switch it off, tap on the same icon until it's gray. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is Nubia Air, and today I would like to show you how you can delete Google search bar from home screen. All you need to do is hold your search bar and wait for Remove pop-up to show. When it does, click on it and wait. As you can see, after a few seconds, my search bar was successfully deleted. In case you wanna restore it, I will show you how to do it too. Hold your device's display until you see all of those options at the bottom. Pick Widget, scroll down, and click on Android widget at the bottom. Then find Google app, click on it, hold your search bar and drag it to the proper place. Then let go, click on your screen and tap on Home button. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Hello everybody, welcome to our channel. Today I'm gonna show you how to turn on and turn off the airplane mode on your Nubia Air. So if you want to turn on an airplane mode on your Nubia, that's pretty simple to turn on. So to do it, just open up your quick settings panel right here. So swipe down from the upper part of your phone and then again. And as you can see here, airplane mode. So basically it comes from factory like this. The airplane mode is the first button right here. So just click on it to turn it on. Wait a few seconds, and that's how you know your airplane mode is on. You'll see an airplane near the battery percentage. So that's how you turn it on, and to turn it off, just click the same button again. And when the Wi-Fi and Bluetooth is on and the airplane icon is gone from here, that's how you know it's off. So basically that's it. So thank you for watching and subscribe for more.
In front of me is Nubia Air, and today I would like to show you how you can edit password in Passwords Manager. You need to begin by opening Settings and scrolling all the way down right away. Now, instead of entering Google, hit Passwords and Accounts and tap on Open under Google to access your manager much faster. Trust me, I tested it. Then hit Google Password Manager. And to edit any of your passwords, click on it here. Then enter your screen lock. Hit Edit button and change whatever you want to. When you're done, hit Save at the top right corner. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is Nubia Air, and today I would like to show you how you can turn on or turn off location. First of all, go into Tab menu by swiping down from the top right corner of your screen, like that. Then most people miss that you need to hold this line available under brightness slider and pull it down too to see all of your shortcuts. When you're ready, find location 1 and click on it. As you can see, mine is blue. That means that location is enabled, but you can always disable it by clicking on it again until it's gray. If you have a bit more time, you can always go into Settings, scroll to click on Location section available here, and use this switcher at the top to turn it on or switch it off. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Nubia Air, and let me share with you how to show battery percentage on the status bar in this device. So let's start with opening the settings, and here we have to scroll and find notifications and status bar. So let's tap on it. Here in the status bar section we've got the option status bar icons, so let's tap. And as you can see here, we've got the battery percentage, so just tap on it. In this device, we've got 4 different options of displaying the battery percentage. We can simply hide it, so we will have only the battery indicator. We can also display it inside the battery icon. As you can see, it's relatively small, but still visible and inside. We can display it outside the battery icons. As you can see, it is on the left, or don't display battery icon at all. And as you can see, after choosing this option, you are also not able to show the battery percentage. So you have no information, neither the graphical one nor the percentage one, about the percentage, the battery level. So obviously it's up to you which option you prefer. I think I prefer to have display inside the battery icon. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
In front of me is Nubia Air, and today I would like to show you how you can check all specifications of this device. First of all, go into Play Store and download free app called DevCheck Device and System Info from Flartu Developer. This one. Not sponsored, by the way. When your app is ready, launch it. And thanks to it, learn all the informations about your device's dashboard. Quick tip, it's helpful to tap on all of those sections, like display, to not only read all the informations, but also hit settings at the bottom right corners of the pop-ups and access chosen section in your device's settings instantly. You can also learn about your hardware, system, battery, network, apps, camera, and even sensors. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Nubia Air, and let me share with you how to set the camera timer on this device. So let's start with opening the camera app. And currently we are in the standard photo mode. Now all we have to do is to tap on this arrow in the right upper corner to open more options. The second bar is connected with the timer. As you can see, we can set 3, 5 or 10 seconds delay. So all you have to do is to tap on the option you'd like to use. I'll pick 10 seconds delay. As you can see, it is immediately highlighted. So now we can go back to the camera and tap on the shutter button. And as you can see, from now on, our device will count down from 10, 5 or 3, depending on which option you've chosen. And after that time, it will take a photo. All right. So this is how it works. And if you wish to turn it off, just go to the options again. So the option in the right upper corner and mark off. And from now on, your device will take photos right after touching the shutter button. If you're not the biggest fan of this, maybe not a countdown, but delay, you have to simply tap on this option here and your device will take photos immediately. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
In front of me is Nubia Air, and today I would like to show you how you can add photos to text message. Start by launching Messages app and selecting or creating a chat. Now, to add already existing photos, use this icon of a photo at the bottom right corner and click on all of them. If you can't find them here, scroll down and look in Photos or Albums sections. Tap on the chosen ones and choose Done at the bottom right corner to attach them. If you wanna take a photo and add it, use this X at the bottom left corner. Hit Camera. Switch your cameras to the one you wanna use. Operate all of those options like zoom or flash. and take a photo that will be automatically added to your message. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Nubia Air, and let me share with you how to allow unknown sources on this device. So if you wish to download the app from other source than the Google Play Store, then you have to turn on this option. So let's begin with opening the settings, and here we have to scroll down and find the apps. Then scroll down to find a special access, and here scroll down again to localize the option Install Unknown Apps. And as you can see here, we've got the list of apps which are allowed or not allowed to install some content, and of course we can change it. So let's pretend I'd like to download the app from Chrome, so from my browser. Then all I have to do is to simply find it in the list and tap on it, and then tap on Allow from this source. After getting back, you can see that the Chrome is now allowed to install something. However, be aware, because you're doing it on your own responsibility. Some third-party apps aren't verified by the developer, so you may put your data and actually whole device at risk. So remember about that and choose the apps wisely. Of course, you can always remove previously granted permissions. Just tap on the app and tap on the switcher again. And as you can see, the Chrome is not allowed to install anything. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Nubia Air, and let me share with you how to check for the software updates on this device. So first of all, make sure that you've got the internet connection, because it is required. And for a simple check whether you've got the update pending or not, you can use Wi-Fi or mobile data. However, if you will find the update and you wish to download it, I highly recommend switching to the Wi-Fi, because usually the update packages are quite large, and it may cause some charges if you will use mobile data. So stick to the Wi-Fi. Okay, we've got the internet connection, so we can open the settings. In the settings, we have to scroll all the way down to find the system, which is right here, and then tap on System Update, which is at the top. And now your device is checking for the updates, and basically you can meet two different scenarios. This is the first one, where your software is up to date and there's nothing to download. And the second one is where your device will actually find the update. It will show you the information about it, what has been fixed, what has been added, and then you will be able to tap on download or install and apply the update. However, I highly recommend to use the automatic update checking and downloading and installing, and I highly recommend to check our tutorial of how to activate automatic system updates on this device. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Hello everybody, welcome to our channel. Today I'm gonna tell you more about screen mirroring on Nubia Air. If you're wondering whether the Nubia Air phone comes with screen mirroring or wireless display, sadly no, Nubia Air does not have built-in screen mirroring, and there is no cast, mirrorcast or wireless display option in settings or quick panel. But don't worry, you still have an alternative. So you can use a streaming device if you have a Chromecast built TV or Amazon Fire Stick. You can install a mirroring app like Cast to TV or Screen Mirroring app. In your Play Store, like this, search and type in Screen Mirroring app. And here up, Cast to TV and Screen Mirroring. It has 10 million plus downloads and basically 4 stars review, as you can see here. So yeah, the Nubia Air phone does not include native screen mirroring, but you can still mirror using these apps. So thank you for watching and subscribe for more.
In front of me is Nubia Air, and today I would like to show you how you can operate vibration settings. Start by opening Devices Settings and scrolling down to tap on Sound and Vibration. Now, to mute your device completely, leaving only vibration, hit Vibrate at the top in the middle. If you want to enable vibrations, hit Ring to also hear your melody and tap on one of those options. Ring only to switch off haptic feedback completely, vibrate when ringing, or last but not least, vibrate then ringing. Wherever you decided, when you're ready, scroll down and tap on More Sound Settings at the very bottom. Now click on this switcher next to Charging Sounds and Vibration to enable or disable it, and click on this one next to Touch Vibration to enable or disable haptic feedback for tap, keyboard, and more. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is Nubia Air, and today I would like to show you how you can download and apply Apple layout on this Android. Start by opening Play Store and download free app called OS Launcher from Launcher Studio Developer. This one, not sponsored by the way. When your app is ready, you don't have to launch it. You can exit Play Store and go into Settings. Then scroll to Hit Apps, trust me. Hit Default Apps and tap on Home App. Now to apply Launcher Pro, which is iOS Launcher, click on it here and wait for the pop-up to show. When it does, tap on Allow All and wait. As you can see, after a few seconds, my launcher was successfully applied. To make any changes, just go into Launcher app. It will explain everything in a tutorial. If you wish to go back to your standard layout, go into the same settings and tap on System Launcher. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is Nubia Air, and today I would like to show you how you can turn on or turn off app notifications. First of all, go into Settings and tap on the Notifications and Status bar available here. Now select App Notifications at the top and hit All Apps at the top left corner. Most people forget, but you can click on it here and this way sort your apps to see all of them on your smartphone. Only ones with most recent notifications, with most frequent notifications, or apps with notifications already disabled. Let's go with most frequent. Now by tapping on blue switches next to your apps, you can block notifications from them. By tapping on gray ones, you can switch them back on. You can also tap on any app available on the left and not only manage notifications thanks to this switcher, but also operate all of those alert options. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Nubia Air, and let me share with you how to clear cache and thanks to it speed up your device. So let's start with opening the settings, and here we have to scroll and find the section apps. Then let's tap on see all 55 apps, of course 55 in my case. And what I highly recommend to do is to go through all of those apps, especially those which are using frequently, and to remove cache. Cache are junk files which are usually saved by your device, but they are not necessary for the proper usage of the app. So let me maybe tap on this one. And here we have to tap on storage and cache. And unfortunately here we do not have any kind of cache. So maybe Chrome. Okay, here we've got it. As you can see here, we've got the cache section, and if you've got the cache saved, your device will automatically turn on this option. So you can simply tap on clear cache and your device will immediately remove the cache. I do not recommend tapping on clear storage unless you wish to make your app brand new. So as I said, let's go through all of those apps if you've got time, of course. If not, those which you're using frequently, and remove cache. And it might sound a little bit unnecessary. However, trust me, if you will combine all of those cache, it will actually create a lot of freed memory. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
In front of me is Nubia Air, and today I would like to show you how you can clone apps. To clone apps on this Nubia, you don't need to download any cloner. That's because this device allows you to clone using only device's settings. So let's begin by opening settings and scrolling down to click on features available under Nubia AI. Now you need to click on this section called App Duplicator and see all of your apps available to clone. If you can see one, that means that this Nubia doesn't support cloning it using its cloner. To clone your app, use gray switcher right next to it and wait. When your switcher turns blue and you see cloned under your app, you can go back and check it out. As you can see, mine is over here. Now to delete this clone, you can hold it and get rid of it like any other app. Or what most people miss, you can go back to the same settings and use blue switcher. Then confirm your choice in the pop-up. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment and subscribe. Bye!
Hello everybody, welcome to our channel. Today I'm gonna show you how to find and manage display settings on your Nubia Air. So basically, if you want to set up your display, I'll show you all the options there and how to set up your display. So start up with opening up your settings, and as you can see here, display, click on it, and here you already have dark mode, read mode, eye comfort mode and color temperature. So basically you can edit the colors of your phone, like warmer, cooler, or either choose from a palette like this. Here you can adjust your brightness level manually, brighter or darker. You can turn on the automatic brightness, so your brightness will adjust to your environment and activity on your phone. Here you can adjust your font size and font weight, display size, so basically like this. screen timeout, keep screen on while looking, so it will remain lit when eye is detected looking at the screen. You can adjust your screen refresh rate, top area settings, full screen display, auto rotate screen, and basically that's all the display settings on your Nubia Air. So thank you for watching and subscribe for more.
In front of me is Nubia Air, and today I would like to show you how you can set up screen lock. Start by opening Settings and scrolling to hit Security and Privacy. Then scroll again to tap on Device Unlock and click on Screen Lock. Now tap on one of those login methods to set up a perfect one for you. Swipe, pattern, PIN, or complex password. If I can, I would recommend for you to never use swipe. That's because when you click on it, it doesn't give you any security whatsoever, just this animation. So click on pattern, PIN, or complex password to be safe. And when you're ready, create it. If you made a mistake, don't worry, hit clear at the bottom left corner and redo it. Then tap on next at the bottom right one and repeat it to confirm it. When you're ready, hit confirm. So when I go back, switch off my screen and turn it back on, icons that pattern is now required. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is Nubia Air, and today I would like to show you how you can add emergency numbers. Start by opening Settings and scrolling to click on this section called Safety and Emergency. Then tap on Emergency Contacts and tap on Add Contact to click on the one you want to set up. You can do exactly the same with all the other ones you need. If you wish, you can always tap on those three dots on the right of your contact and tap on Move Down to change placement of it, or Remove to get rid of it from your emergency list. Don't worry, your contact won't be deleted from your phone. Hit Remove and wait. So now, when I go back, switch off my screen, turn it back on, and swipe to hit Emergency at the bottom left corner, I need to slide this icon to the right and see my emergency contacts. If your numbers are not real or with a mistake, then they won't appear over here. That's why I have only one. So make sure to check all of yours. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is Nubia Air, and today I would like to show you how you can connect it to printer. You need to start by opening Settings and tapping on Connected Devices right away. Now tap on Connection Preferences, where you can finally enter printing. Over here. Now, you can tap on Default Print Service or download any other one you wanna use and click on it over here. They turn on the same way. So after you click, use a gray switcher next to Use Print Service and wait. Your device is now looking for a printer. When it finds one, it will connect to it. Additionally, quick tip. If your device is still not connecting, you need to enable print service and click on those 3 dots at the top right corner. Then select Add Printer. And if your printer is supporting Wi-Fi direct printing, use this switcher next to it. Hit Allow in the pop-up and tap on Find Wi-Fi direct printers so your device can search for yours. But you can also tap on Add Printer by IP address, import it here and tap on Add to connect manually. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is Nubia Air, and today I would like to show you how you can select and delete multiple photos at once. First of all, you need to locate Photos app and click on it. Then select Photos or Collections at the bottom and decide from where you wanna delete your photos. Let's start with Photos though. Here you need to hold one and use all of those dots at the top right corners of all of those sections to pick multiple right away. To keep some of them, tap on the chosen ones. And to get rid of the rest, you can see how many at the top left corner. Hit Trash at the bottom right one. And confirm your choice in the pop-up. Quick tip, you can't delete more than 100 photos, so make sure not to select, for example, 150 because Gallery won't be able to delete all of them at once, and you'll have to redo it all over again. If you wanna delete from Collections, click here. Tap on any folder from which you want to delete your photos. And click on all of those dots at the top right corners. This time, delete them thanks to this bin at the top right corner next to a shopping cart. Confirm your choice in the pop-up. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment and subscribe. Bye!
Hello everybody, welcome to our channel. Today I'm gonna show you all unlock methods on your Nubia Air. So basically, if you want to secure your Nubia Air with a password or any other lock screen, I'll show you all the options. So to check it up, open up your settings and go down here to security and privacy, device unlock, and as you can see here, screen lock. And here is all the options. So basically you have no screen lock, swipe, that's basically no screen lock as well, pattern, so that's the option when you need to connect at least 4 dots on a pattern. Next up is pin, it's basically just 4 to 16 digits of numbers, or complex password, that's 4 to 16 characters, letters and numbers basically. So pattern work like here, like this. Next up, let's check a pin. So basically you insert the pin and I'll show you how it will be on your screen lock. So something like this, basically. The same thing with a complex password. So that's all the unlock methods on your Nubia Air. So thank you for watching and subscribe for more.
In front of me is Nubia Air, and today I would like to show you how you can connect it using Bluetooth. First of all, go into Settings and tap on Bluetooth section available here. Now use this switcher next to Bluetooth to activate it and wait for available devices to show. When they do, tap on the one you want to connect to. And use this icon next to allow access to your contacts and call history to enable or disable it. Then hit pair. Quick tip, if you want to connect to another smartphone or a tablet, you need to accept connection request manually on the second device. You don't need to do that in case of headphones or, for example, a speaker. Either way, my devices were successfully connected. You can see all of your connected devices located under Part Devices section. To manage connection to any of those devices, use this gear right next to the chosen one. Manage those two switches. Click on Connect if you, for example, want to connect your headphones now, or tap on Forget to forget it completely. Don't worry, you'll be able to pair with it again. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Nubia Air, and let me share with you how to enable the developer options on this device. So let's begin with opening the settings, and here we have to scroll all the way down to find About Phone. Then let's scroll and find this option, Build Number, and keep tapping on it until you'll see the information that you're in the developer mode. If you've got the screen lock, your device will ask you to enter it to confirm the whole step, so no worries, that's normal. After that, we have to go back to the general settings and open the system. And here, almost at the very bottom, we've got developer options, so let's tap. And here we've got plenty of advanced settings which we can customize. So for example, we can disable USB audio routing, we can show hardware layers updates, show surface updates, visual feedback for tabs. Here we've got some options which are connected with the networking overall, because we've got Bluetooth, USB, Wi-Fi, etc. So basically everything works the same, just like in the regular settings. If you wish to turn on the option, simply tap on the switcher on it and it will be immediately activated and applied. Of course, you can turn it off the same way. And if you've got the options without the switcher, like for example here in the window animation scale, just tap on it to open more options to choose from. If you're done with customization of developer options, you can always turn them off just by tapping on the switcher at the top. It is pinned to the top of the screen. So simply tap on it. Most of the options will be inactive, as you can see. And after getting back to the general settings and opening the system again, the developer options will disappear. But of course, no worries, you can customize them again. Just go back to the build number step and keep tapping. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Nubia Air, and let me share with you how to change date and time on this device. So let's begin with opening the settings. Let me go back. And in the settings, we have to scroll all the way down to find the system. Then let's tap on date and time. And as you can see, here we've got some options which are currently inactive. It is because we are using the automatic time and the time zone. So first of all, turn off all of those switchers right here. And now we can freely tap on date and change it just by swiping. First of all, day, then the month and a year. And confirm it by tapping on OK, and then the time. Just tap on it and change it just by swiping. and tap on OK. It will be immediately set on the status bar. The time zone, let's tap on it, tap on region, and here you can choose any kind of region you wish. Just find it and then tap on it. It will be immediately set. Moreover, here we've got the time format. We can either use local default or set it manually. Just turn off this option, and now we can decide. Currently we've got the 12-hour format applied. If you wish to use the 24-hour one, just tap on the switcher here and it will be immediately set. Unfortunately, we cannot change the date format, only the time format. Alright, so this is the manual customization, and if you wish to come back to previous settings, so the automatic options, simply tap on those switchers right here. You will have to allow the location if you wish, and the time and the location, the time zone will be set automatically, of course, if you will turn on the location. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Nubia Air, and let me share with you how to change the ringtone on this device. So let's start with opening the settings. Right here we have to scroll and find sounds and vibration. And here scroll down to find this ringtone section. As you can see, we've got the phone ringtone and it is divided between two different SIM cards. So it means that we can set totally different ringtone for the first SIM card and different for the second one. So just tap on the phone ringtone. I'll pick, for example, the first one. The operation is the same. So here we've been transferred to the full list of pre-installed ringtones from which we can choose. As you can see, we've got quite a lot of options to choose from. We've got also this music section, and basically if you've got something, for example, downloaded or recorded, it should appear somewhere here, and you will be able to simply tap on it and set it as the ringtone. But let me choose something from the pre-installed ringtones, and if you wish to listen how the particular ringtone sounds, you have to simply tap on it. So for example, this one, and let's volume it down a little bit. So this is how it works. Just tap on the option and then listen to it. So I'm not the biggest fan of this one, so maybe this one? No. Okay, so let's pretend. Oh, it's too much. Okay, so let's pretend I would like to set this rainbow as my ringtone. So just make sure that it is marked and tap on OK. And as you can see, it is immediately notified right here and also right here, so in this ringtone section. And it means that from now on, our device will use the chosen ringtone to notify us about the incoming call. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Nubia Air, and let me share with you how to change the keyboard language on this device. So let's start with opening the app which will provide you with the keyboard. So for example, messages, notes, browser, whatever, just have the keyboard on the screen. And now all we have to do is to tap on this 4 dots icon in the left upper corner. So let's tap. Then let's go to languages. And here tap on more. So we've been transferred to the list of languages. Here we've got our languages, so those which were previously applied, and here more languages. So all you have to do is to scroll and find the language which you'd like to use, which you'd like to apply, and simply tap on this plus icon next to it. Here we've got the information how we can change the keyboard layouts if we've got more than one layout added. So here we can try new keyboard. All right, let me go up. And as you can see in this section, your languages, right now we've got our newly added language. Let me go back to the keyboard in order to show you how to use it. We've got our new keyboard, and as it was said before in a hint, we can change the layout just by swiping our finger on the spacebar. And as you can see right now, we've got English. And now let me show you how to remove the language. All you have to do is to go to the 4 dots icon again, go to languages, and here let's tap on more. And let's pretend I'd like to remove this one. I mean, I'd like to disable it. So all you have to do is to simply tap on it and it will be disabled. We've got only English set. And after getting back to the keyboard, you can see that we cannot really swipe on the spacebar, which means that we just successfully removed the language. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
In front of me is Nubia Air, and today I would like to show you how you can use Keyboard Clipboard. All you need to do is launch your keyboard and hit Clipboard at the top left corner. If it's not visible, like in my case, use this icon also at the top left corner of 4 squares and click on Clipboard over here. Now to make it accessible from your toolbar, you can use gray switcher and then tap on this arrow at the top left corner to check it out. As you can see, mine is accessible over here. If you wanna add anything to your clipboard right away, you can tap on Add a new clip, type in whatever you want to, and hit Save. To pin it or unpin it, use this pin icon on the left. If it's white, that means that your text might disappear after an hour. If you pin it, it will always be here. You can always delete it using this pin on the right, then confirming your choice in the pop-up. To add anything to Clipboard, you can also just copy it or cut it. Paste it right away by clicking on it at the top of your keyboard, or clicking on Clipboard and pasting it by clicking on it here. You can pin it or unpin it the same way, and also get rid of it. If you want, you can also click on this icon of a keyboard at the top right corner to go back to standard one. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is Nubia Air, and today I would like to show you how you can add a password to Passwords Manager. First of all, go into Settings and scroll all the way down right away. Don't worry, I tested it, it will work, because here you can tap on Passwords and Accounts, and by tapping Open under Google, access your manager right away. Click on it here, and to add any password, tap on Add Password option. If you can't see any of those options, that means that you never added a password before. To make it visible, you need at least one. So to fix it, hit Settings at the bottom right corner. Make sure Offer to Save Passwords is on. Log in into any app that requires an account, and then hit Save in the pop-up to save it in your manager. After that, you will see your first password here, and you'll be able to hit Add a Password to add any other one manually. Let's do it now. At the top, you can type in any website, or click on Select App and tap on a chosen one. Then enter your username, email or phone number, password, and even take some helpful notes. When you finished, hit Save at the top right corner. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is Nubia Air, and today I would like to show you how you can change sleep time to never. First of all, you need to open Play Store and download free app called Coffin Keep Screen On. Not sponsored, by the way, this one. When your app is ready, you need to launch it and hit OK in Welcome pop-up to continue. Now tap on timeout to make sure Infinite is on. Over here you can always change your sleep time by clicking on any of those options. And then go into Tab menu. To do that, swipe down from the top right corner of your screen. And when you're ready, use this pen at the top right corner. Now scroll all the way down. Look for Coffin shortcut, hold it, drag it to the top, and place it amongst your current ones. Let go, click at the top left corner, and then hold this line available under brightness slider and drag it down to see all of your shortcuts. Click on Coffin 1. And when it's blue, that means that your shortcut was successfully enabled. So sleep time is now officially set up on Infinite. To disable it, click on the same shortcut until it's gray. You can always change your sleep time over here and activate it or switch it off thanks to the same shortcut. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is Nubia Air, and today I would like to show you how you can download and apply animated live wallpaper called Magic Fluids. First of all, go into Play Store and download free app called Magic Fluids Light Fluid Theme from Mad Scientist Developer. Not sponsored, by the way. When your app is ready, launch it, and to mute the music, tap on a note icon at the bottom left corner. Then choose Consent. And to adjust all available wallpaper settings, click on this gear at the top left corner. Then you can not only pick one of those presets, but also adjust all of its options. Obviously, not all of them are free, but many of them are. So you'll be able to find wallpaper you like and then customize it. I will go with this one. Now click at the top right corner, check it out, and when you're sure, tap at the bottom right one. Hit Set as Live Wallpaper. Tap on Yes. Choose Set Wallpaper at the bottom and decide where you wanna apply it by tapping on one of those options, Home Screen or Home Screen and Lock Screen. Wherever you decided, when you're ready, go back to check it out. As you can see, mine was successfully applied. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Hello guys, welcome back to the HardReset.Info channel. Today I'm going to tell you all the DPI settings that are in your Nubia Air phone. So at first you have to tap Settings and scroll all the way down to the About Phone. Here you have to scroll even further, and now, as you can see, tap the build number, enter your passcode, but of course correct one, pattern or passcode, and now you are a developer. So go back, tap System and Update over here, and tap Developer Options. Scroll all the way down, I mean not all the way, till you see the drawing. It's below the Bluetooth, so here. And now, as you can see, smallest width. If you tap it, this is the default value that our phone has. If you, for example, enter for 240, it will look exactly like this. I think it's better, even better. If we enter, for example, 500, okay, it looks like this. It's smaller. If we enter, for example, 600, I think that will have even smaller. I don't know if you can see it well. 700 is even smaller. This is the smallest width, 702, and this is the 702. This is the maximum value. The minimum value is 320. So let's go back to the 360, and this is the thing in the developer options. But let's go back, and go to the display itself over here. Here we have display size, and we can increase the display size to large or decrease it to small. The default one is in the middle, as you can see, and I prefer actually this in the middle. And here we have something called font. Here we can change the font size to the largest, or go back to the default and increase the default weight to ultra bold, or leave it as default, or go back to thin, same as with the font size. And that's it. Hope it helps you, and have a nice day. Goodbye.
In front of me is Nubia Air, and today I would like to show you how you can operate apps permissions. Begin by opening Settings and scrolling down to click on this section called Security and Privacy. Now you need to scroll again and click on Privacy Controls under Privacy. This way you'll be able to enter Permission Manager available here. Now the best part, you can click on any of those features, like camera, and manage all of your apps under all of those sections. In case of camera, it's allowed all the time, allowed only while in use, and not allowed. Let's go with Amazon Shopping from not allowed one. Click on it, tap on any of those options to apply the best one for you. In my case, camera access for this app, allow only while using the app, ask every time, or don't allow. And when you finished, go back. So when I do that, as you can see, Amazon Shopping just gained access to my device's camera if I'm using this app. But most people miss that you can actually click on any of those features just to find an app you wanna manage. So let's go into Calendar to access Photos. Now, instead of applying any of those options, click on this tiny text at the bottom, See All Permissions, and manage all of those only for chosen app the same way. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is Nubia Air, and today I would like to show you how you can set up Face Unlock. First of all, go into Settings and scroll to click on this section called Security and Privacy. Then scroll again, but this time tap on Device Unlock. Hit Fingerprint and Face Unlock section and enter your current login method. Then tap on Face Unlock here. If you don't have a screen lock already on, you can set it up by tapping here and picking one of the available ones. Without it, you won't be able to continue with face recognition. So with screen lock added, tap on Face Unlock, hit Done, and use this icon next to turn on Raise to Wake. Most people forget about this option to disable or enable it. After tapping on Create Now, keep your face in frame and follow all of the instructions from your screen. Then manage all of those options however you want to, but make sure that Unlock Device 1, which is the first one, is set up to either unlock directly when recognized or swipe up to unlock when recognized, because if you set up off, you won't be able to unlock your phone using face recognition. So when I go back, switch off my screen, turn it back on and look at it, I can see that face unlock is working properly. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment and subscribe. Bye!
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Nubia Air, and let me share with you how to block a number on this device. So first of all, we will block the number from our contact list, so it will be quite quick blocking. And secondly, I'll show you how to enter our blacklist and what to do there. So let's begin with opening your contact list, for example, with the usage of the dialer. Then find the contact which you'd like to block and tap on it. Now we have to scroll all the way down to find block numbers, and if you've got the version of the app which doesn't show you options right here, simply tap on this gear icon in the right upper corner. It will work the same. So here we've got blocked numbers, so let's simply tap on it. Your device will ask you if you really want to do it, because you will no longer receive any incoming calls or text messages from this number. So make sure that you want to block it. I don't want to report it as a spam, so I'm not marking this section, and tap on block. Now we can go up, and as you can see here, we've got this characteristic icon, which means that the number has been blocked successfully. Of course, we can unblock it the same way, right here, unblock numbers, but let me leave it like this. We will check whether it will appear on the blacklist. So now, in order to open the blacklist, we have to open the settings. But the settings kind of right here. It doesn't matter whether you will be on the contacts, recents or favorites. Simply tap on the three dots icon in the right upper corner and tap on the settings. Here, let's enter blocked numbers. And as you can see, this is our blacklist. That's the number we blocked from our contacts. So as you can see, the previous option also works. Here we have to simply tap on add a number, and as you can see, we can enter it manually. Tap on block, and it will be immediately applied to the block list. At the top, we've got the option unknown. We can turn it on just by tapping on the switcher, and it means that our device will block the calls from all unidentified callers. You can turn it off the same way, just by tapping on it. And if you wish to unblock the number, simply tap on this X button right next to it and tap on unblock. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got a Nubia Air, and let me share with you how to add or remove a Google account in this device. Alright, so first things first, make sure that you've got the internet connection, because it is required. You can use Wi-Fi or mobile data, it's completely up to you. Then let's go to the settings. Here we have to scroll all the way down to find the option passwords and accounts. So let's tap. So as you can see, I've got my Google account added. So I'll begin with this video with removing the account. So here you have to tap on the account and simply tap on remove account. Then tap on remove account again, and as you can see, it will immediately disappear. Of course, if you've got any kind of screen lock, your device will ask you to enter it to confirm the whole step. So if you wish to add the account, just do the same section. So go to the passwords and accounts and tap on add account. Choose Google and make sure that you've got the internet connection, as I said at the very beginning of this video. Here in this step, we can either create a new account if you do not have your own yet, or simply type your email or phone. So let me do it. For test only. Oh. on. All right, and tap on next. Just be patient because, as you can see, it might take quite a lot of time. So right here we have to enter the password, and let me do this out of the screen. All right, we've got it, so let's tap on next. So here we have to decide who will be using this device, so just mark the option and then tap on next. Google Terms of Service and Privacy Policy, you can tap on them to learn more and tap on I agree after reading. And as you can see, we just successfully added our Google account to this device. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
In front of me is Nubia Air, and today I would like to show you how you can turn on or turn off auto rotation. First of all, go into Tab menu by swiping down from the top right corner of your screen. Like that. Then hold this little icon of a gray line available under brightness slider and drag it down to see all of your shortcuts. Last but not least, find Auto Rotate one. And when you find it, click on it. As you can see, mine is blue, which means that auto rotation is on. To switch it off, click on the same one until it's gray. If you wanna manage it even faster, use this icon of a pen at the top right corner. And then Co? Nie mogę tego edytować? Oh, how strange. In front of me is Nubia Air, and today I would like to show you how you can turn on or turn off auto rotation. I got a lot of questions in the comments about managing auto rotation on this Nubia. To do that, swipe down from the top right corner of your screen to access Tab menu. And here is a common issue. To actually see all of your shortcuts, you need to hold this gray line available under brightness slider and pull it down. With all of your shortcuts visible, find Auto Rotate one and click on it. As you can see, mine is blue, which means that auto rotation is on. To switch it off, click on the same one until it's gray. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Welcome. In front of me is a Nubia Air, and today I will show you how you can insert SIM and SD card into this device. Now, I do actually want to clarify, I don't think this phone actually has SD card tray, but I'm not sure. We're going to see in a second. But to get started and figure that out, we will need to grab a SIM ejector, similar to this one, which will come provided with a device in the box. But if you can't find it, you could use something like a paper clip, straighten out one of the ends, and it should work just as well. Now, once you have either one of those, you can pop out the tray, which is located at the bottom of the phone. And I do have the default case already applied on here, and we don't need to actually take it off to pop out the tray, which is nice. So find the little insert area, which is going to need a little bit more light for it to be visible. You can see the insert area is right near the edge of the case. So once you find this area, you want to push the pin in. And you can see that when you do, tray pops out enough for you to pull it out. And like I was expecting, there is no SD card tray. So unfortunately, this can go bye-bye. Now we do have dual SIM card support. When you're placing your card on the tray, just make sure that it is clipped in place. There are retention brackets to hold the card in place, even if you flip it upside down. So if your card is falling out, if you flip it, that means that it wasn't in correctly. Now, anyway, make sure that the card is laying flush on the tray, and once it is, you can just insert it back into your device. Neatly enough, additionally, if I manage to get it, come on, there we go, get it out, you can see that when you're holding the tray, there we go, it tells you which side is the top side. So the SIM one is the to screen, meaning basically top. So anyway, insert it like so. And when you insert the card into the device, it should automatically start working, hence why it pops up with the SIM card pin. So confirming that, I will unlock my phone, or more like SIM card, and now I can unlock my phone, and that's it. So, if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Nubia Air, and let me share with you how to change the system language on this device. So I hope that this video will be useful, especially in the situation where you've accidentally changed the language and you have no idea how to get back to the previous one. So first of all, let's go to the settings. Let's open this app. Let me quickly go back. Here we are in the general settings. So all we have to do is to scroll all the way down and tap on the system. So this option with the arrow next to it. So let's tap on it. Then let's tap on the second option, languages, and tap on the first option, system languages. Right now we've got the list of all currently applied languages. As you can see, I've got 3 of them. So let's start with adding new one. So just tap on this plus icon, and here we've been transferred to the full list of available languages from which we can choose. So find yours and tap on it. And now your device will immediately ask you whether you'd like to change the system language. So you can either set it as default or stay current. It's up to you. I'll pick set as default. That's why we opened this option, right? And as you can see, we just got back to this list, and at the top we've got the language which we've just chosen. In my case, Greek. It is at the top, and from now on the whole system is in the chosen language. So now if you've got more than one language is added here, then you can quickly change it just by changing the order of the languages. So let's pretend I'd like to set English. So now all I have to do is to tap on it and hold it, and then drag it to the first position. And your device will immediately ask you whether you'd like to change the language. And I have no idea. I don't know Greek at all. So I believe this option is to change or apply. And as you can see right now, we've got English set at the top, and our whole system will be displayed in this language. If you wish, you can also remove the languages from this list. Just tap on the 3 dots icon in the right upper corner and tap on remove. Now you can mark the languages which you'd like to delete and tap on the trash bin icon. Tap on remove, and we've got only one language applied here. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
In front of me is Nubia Air, and today I would like to show you how you can add audio or a video file to text message. Begin by launching Messages app and selecting or creating a chat. Wherever you decided when you're ready to create an audio file and add it instantly, use this icon at the bottom right corner. Then tap on this microphone to record. Restart by tapping on left one, or end it by clicking on the red one. Now you can listen to it and hit attach to add it to your message. If you want to add one that's already on your smartphone, click on this plus icon at the bottom left corner, select Files, and look for your audio one by hitting Audio at the top, tapping on one of those apps, or what most people miss, by selecting those 3 lines at the top left corner to pick any of those sections, like Downloads. Either way, find your file and click on it to attach it. When it comes to video one, you can use the same plus to hit Camera, switch from photo to video, record it instantly, and when you finish it, it will be automatically attached to your message. To add a video that's already on your phone, use this icon of a photo at the bottom right corner. Click on it here. Or if you can't find it, scroll all the way down and look for it here. You can also switch between photos and albums. Then hit done and send it right away. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is Nubia Air, and today I would like to show you how you can operate a voice recorder. Don't worry, you don't need to download any recorder app because your Nubia already has one. So find it, and when you're ready, click on it. This one. Now you can tap on this icon next to voice to text to enable or disable it. And to start recording, use this blue button at the bottom. As you can see, recording is on. To pause it or unpause it, use the same button. To discard it right away, click Cancel on the left and confirm your choice in the pop-up. To end it and save it though, hit Done on the right. Then name it however you want to and delete it from here or save it. As you can see, my recording was successfully created. To play it, click on it. To manage it, which is my favorite part, you can either use all of those options here, like skip silence, speed, pick the best one for you, and edit. By tapping on edit, you can pick a part of your recording and hit trim. Then save it and tap on save. You'll be able to find it as a copy on your list. Most people miss that you can also use those icons at the top right corner. By tapping on a speaker, you can change those modes. By tapping on those three dots at the top right corner, you can either hit voice to text or share recording. To get rid of any of those, hold it on the list and tap on Delete at the bottom. Then confirm your choice in the pop-up. Remember that you can also operate all of those options, like rename. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Nubia Air, and let me share with you how to enable the Google backup on this device. So let's begin with making sure that you've got the internet connection because it is required. You can use Wi-Fi or mobile data, however, I always recommend to stick to the Wi-Fi. So after the internet connection, let's open the settings. Here we have to scroll all the way down to find the system. So let's tap on it. And here we've got the option backup. So let's tap. Now we have to tap on turn on. And we will be immediately transferred to this Google account section. So just tap on next. If you've got your Google account added to the device, you will be able to simply choose it from the list. If not, you have to simply tap on add account and go through the whole process. So let me show it how it works. So here in this step, we can either create a new account if you do not have your own yet, or simply type your email or phone. So let me do it. Okay, and tap on next. Okay, as you can see, we have to be patient. And here in this step, we have to enter our password. So let me do this out of the screen. All right, we've got the password, so let's tap on next. Here we have to decide who will be using this device, so just mark the option and tap on next. Google Terms of Service and Privacy Policy, you can tap on them to learn more and tap on I agree after reading. And here we can finally decide what kind of data we would like to back up. So as you can see, photos and videos or other device data or both. It's up to you. You can mark both. I'll pick only this one and tap on confirm. And now we've got this backup section. We've got everything actually marked with green, which means that we just successfully added our Google account to this device and confirmed the backup. Here we've got backup details, so you can tap on the specific section and check, for example, how much space you've got left. You can manage the storage, so for example, remove some unnecessary files. Under it, we've got backup details, so we can check what has already been backed up, and advanced settings, and I highly recommend to keep this option turned off so you can avoid some charges. So to finish everything, simply tap on Backup Now, and now your device is backing up the data. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Nubia Air, and let me share with you how to add the photo to contact in this device. So let's begin with opening your contact list, for example with the usage of the dialer. Let's tap on contacts, and this is our contact list. So let's find the contact to which you'd like to edit and then tap on it. I'll pick this one. Now we have to tap on this edit icon, so pencil icon in the right upper corner, and now simply tap on add picture. And as you can see, we've been transferred to some folders, let's say, from which we can choose the photo from. First of all, device photos, and they are divided into the gallery, so we can set our own photo, obviously, and we can immediately open the camera app and take a photo of someone who's right in front of us. So that's nice. That's a nice option. Google Photos, where we've got our backed up photos, so let me skip that. We can go to Monogram, and here, after tapping on it, we can either use a single letter or two of them. It's completely up to you. We can also change the background color. We can also change the font, so you can either make it a little bit bigger, wider, or smaller. So you can use Monogram. However, you can also tap on Emoji, and here, after tapping on it on the circle, we can go to the whole emoji list and find something which is suitable for this specific person. So just find it and then tap on it. Again, you can change the background color, and you can also make it monochrome. So right now we've got the emoji, but after tapping on the switcher, we can make it more icon-like. So it's up to you which style you prefer. And here we've got also illustrations, which are free of charge, and they are available online. So you can find some beautiful options, especially in the situation if you do not have the photo of this specific person. You can try to find something here which resembles you about him or her, or specifically this person. So let me choose maybe this one. It's quite cool. And let it load. Here, as you can see, we've got also presets, so we can change the colors. You can also crop the picture, not only the illustration, but also this section will appear after choosing your own photo or taking a photo with the camera. So here you can zoom in or out the photo, you can change the position of it, and thanks to it you can decide what you will see after saving the whole contact, because this highlighted circle is responsible for it. So position it just like you want to, and then tap on choose. Then tap on save in the right upper corner. And this is how our contact will look like. Of course, you will be able to see this photo on the contact list and, for example, during all incoming calls from that specific number. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
In front of me is Nubia Air, and today I would like to show you how you can set up an alarm clock. Start by launching Clock app that's already on your device and tapping on Alarm at the bottom left corner. Now, before doing anything, most people miss that you should click on this gear at the top right corner and adjust all of those alarm options however you want to, like key press settings. When you're done with all of those, go back and use this plus to create new alarm. Then set up an hour and adjust it here however you want to as well. Pick one of those repeat options, once, weekdays, or custom. If you decided to select custom, pick days of the week manually and save them by hitting save. Then choose snooze. Decide how many minutes it will take and how many times it will repeat, or click on this switcher next to it to turn it off or switch it on. Go back, tap on alarm tone, and hit music to pick any song from your smartphone, then hit OK to set it up, or click on one of those tones and tap OK as well. Let's go with jump. Now you can click on this switcher next to vibrate when ringing to disable or enable it. And last but not least, hit label to type in whatever you want to and hit OK. To save your new alarm, use this check mark at the top right corner. As you can see, mine was successfully added. To switch it on or off, use this switcher right next to it and pick one of those options. Sorry, in the pop-up. To edit it, click on it. Manage all of those options again and click on the check mark to save your changes. To get rid of it though, you need to hold it and tap on delete at the bottom right corner. Then confirm your choice in the pop-up. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Welcome. In front of me is a Nubia Air, and today I'll show you how you can capture a screenshot on this phone. So, to get started, you will want to open up content that you wish to capture, which, for me, I'll be using home screen as an example for this, and it's already open and visible on my phone. So, once the content that you wish to capture is visible on your screen, simply press the power button and volume down at the same time. You get this pop-up with the scroll capture and share options, and after a moment this does disappear. Now, as you noticed, the scroll capture was unavailable to me because there's nothing really to scroll down on the home screen. Ironically, I can technically scroll down and I get the app tray. If I were to capture a screenshot here, I can use it because there is options to be scrolled down on. And as you can see, you can do this. You can tap at any point to stop it before it gets to the end, if there is an end. For instance, if you were to capture something like, I don't know, your Instagram feed, good luck finding the end. So, as you can see, when you capture a scroll one, you will need to also save it. So remember that. And whichever way you went about capturing your screenshot, you can find all of them by going into your Photos application and navigate to Collections. Scroll down and you will find screenshots right here. Now, screenshots also contain screen recordings, but it's still much more organized than trying to find it in like your entire media library. So this is a pretty good place anyway. And you can see here's the scrollable screenshot, much longer than typically you would have it. And here we have the normal screenshot. So there we go. Now, one more thing to keep in mind, you won't be always able to capture a screenshot. There is a feature that is designed for privacy and security of the user that is utilized by bullshit applications like Spotify and Netflix, but also by bank applications to protect you. Now, that protecting only goes for the last one. The Spotify and Netflix do it to protect the corporate pieces of trash rather than you, and they do it without your permission on your phone. So screw those guys. But for bank, that's pretty good. Though it might be a little bit annoying if you want to capture a screenshot, sometimes confirming a payment or something like that. But that's why in bank applications, you have the option to basically download a confirmation that circumvents the inability for you to capture a screenshot of something like that. So just know that if you try to capture it, it usually gets you some kind of pop-up right here letting you know that you can't do that. But majority of the applications shouldn't really be blocking you from doing that. So anyway, with that being said, hopefully you found this video helpful, and if you did, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Nubia Air, and let me share with you how to enable and how to customize the nightlight or icon for mode. So we will begin with the customization of this mode. So let's open the settings. Right here we have to scroll and find the display. And here we've got something called nightlight. So we can simply tap on it to open more options. And let's begin with the first switcher. After tapping on it, you can see that the screen turns a little bit yellowish or amber. It is in order to filter the blue light. It will be also much easier for you to look at the screen at the dim light. So if you're a night owl, then I highly recommend to use this mode. You can either turn it on manually or you can turn it on automatically just by tapping on the switcher. And here we've got two options. We can turn it on at custom time, so we can freely choose the start and the end time, and your device will apply the mode accordingly. Or you can turn it on from sunset to sunrise, and here your device will automatically decide when the sunsets and sunrises are. It is location based. As you can see, we have to turn on the location, so just tap on set and tap on the switcher here to use location. All right, and here we've got the customization of the effect, kind of. So we can change the intensity of that feature. By going to the left here with this first switcher, we can make it a little bit cooler, and by going to the right, warmer. It's actually quite orange, I would say. Here we can also reduce white point, so the intensity of the colors. We can go on low, so this option will be turned off, or on high, and as you can see, basically the screen will be a lot darker than it was before. All right, so this is how it works. This is how works the customization of this mode. And if you wish to have much faster access to this option, simply unroll the top bar, and let's unroll fully this section to open more options. And now all we have to do is to try to find the nightlight, which is apparently not here, as you can see in my case. But no worries, all you have to do is to tap on this pencil icon in the right upper corner. Let's tap on it. And now we can customize this section. So let's scroll down and find the shortcut nightlight. Now all we have to do is to tap on it and hold it and drag it to this first section and position it wherever you'd like to. For example, here in my case. After that, let's go back. As you can see, the nightlight is now in my case here, so we can simply tap on it to turn it off and tap on it again to turn it on. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Nubia Air, and let me share with you how to activate automatic system updates on this device. So let's start with opening the settings, and here we have to scroll all the way down to find system. Then let's tap on system update and tap on the three dots icon in the right upper corner. Let's open the settings, and this option is more user-friendly than the option I will show you later on. So here, as you can see, we've got three options which are connected with the automatic update. So let's pretend all of them are turned off. First of all, you have to tap on the switcher next to auto update, because as you can see in the description, your device will automatically check for updates when connected to the network. So tap on it, and this auto download will be immediately turned on. It is kind of connected with the previous one, which means that your device will not only check for the updates, but also download them. Moreover, here you've got the option auto install at night time, and I highly recommend to turn it on just by tapping on the switcher, thanks to which you will not you won't have to manually confirm the updates or set them to the apply mode, etc. Your device will do it automatically, and it will happen at night, which means that it is basically the time when you're not using, usually at least, you're not using the phone, because it is between 2 a.m. and 5 a.m. So I highly recommend to do that, and that's enough. However, if you wish to turn it on in more advanced way, let's go back to the general settings and go to About Phone. Then we have to scroll and find build number and keep tapping on it until you'll see the information that you're in the developer mode. And if you've got the screen lock, your device will ask you to enter it to confirm the whole step. So just do it. It's okay. It's everything is all right. After that, let's go back to the settings again. Go to the system. And here we have to tap on developer options. And now all we have to do is to scroll down just a little bit to find this option, automatic system updates. Let's simply tap on the switcher, and right now your device will is allowed to apply the updates whenever the device will be restarted. So you won't even notice. Be aware, because if you wish to keep this option turned on, you have to keep the developer options turned on. So, because as you can see, after turning them off just by tapping on the switcher, which is pinned to the top of the screen, the automatic system updates will disappear. I mean, they will be turned off. So be aware, if you wish to use this option, keep developer options on. However, as I said, the previous way, more user-friendly way, is more than enough to use automatic system updates. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Welcome. In front of me is a Nubia Air, and today I will show you how you can boot this device into recovery mode. So let's get started by turning off our device, and we can do so by holding the power button and selecting power off. Now when the device turns off, which you might want to give it like a couple seconds after you think it's off, but once it turns off, you want to hold power button and volume up at the same time. You will see the device starts to boot up after a moment, like right now. Keep on holding, and this will take you to the recovery mode, like this one right here. When you see this mode, you can let go of both of the buttons. Now, I do want to warn you, sometimes when you let go of these two buttons in this mode, you will see the screen disappear. It'll just go black. And if you do, start holding these two buttons once more. What will happen sometimes, on a very random occasions, is when you're letting go of the power button, it accepts the first option selected, which is Reboot System Now, and basically leaves this mode and tries to go back to Android. So this, just like I said, happens when you let go of the power button, as power button is used to confirm selected options. But anyway, when we're in here, you will need to use volume buttons to navigate up and down, depending on which button you press. And power button, like I already mentioned, will be used to confirm whatever is selected. Now, going over these options, we have Reboot System Now, takes us to Android. Reboot to bootloader and enter Fastboot Mode. These are both the same. They both enter Fastboot Mode, though the one that is named correctly, Fastboot Mode, will take you to a mode that looks like this one, with a couple options, while the Reboot to bootloader, aka enter Fastboot Mode, takes you to a menu-less screen where it just kind of says Fastboot Mode right here at the very top, and it's cut out by the curvature or the round corners of the screen, with no options. So to leave that mode, you just hold power button and volume down till it disappears. Anyway, moving further down, we have apply updates from SD card, wipe data, enter safe mode, view logs, run tests, and power off. So I'm gonna select the first option and confirm it, and like I mentioned before, this will just bring me back to Android. And there we go. So, if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Welcome. In front of me is a Nubia Air, and today I will show you how you can hard reset this device through recovery mode. So, before I get started, I do want to quickly mention that you can do this kind of reset in order to get rid of a screen lock that you might have set that you just don't know. Maybe your child set it up or whatever. So yeah, you can get rid of it through this kind of reset, but everything else stored on the device, applications, contacts, photos, and all that stuff, if it's not backed up to the cloud or somewhere else, it's just gonna get deleted permanently. Now, additionally, you probably also have a Google account signed in on the device. If you do, basically, after the reset is finished, you'll need to verify either the screen lock or the Google account. Assuming you don't know the screen lock, that only leaves you with a Google account. And if you can't verify one of those, you won't be able to finish up the setup. Therefore, you're basically stuck with a brick instead of a phone. So, with that in mind, let's progress. So first things first, we're going to turn off our device, and I'm going to be going through with this from the lock screen as though I don't know it. So first things, we're going to turn it off. Keep in mind, I didn't confirm my screen lock right here. I locked it and then turned it off. So anyway, once the device is off, you want to hold power button, volume up at the same time. Once you see this screen, you can let go of both of these buttons, and then using volume buttons to navigate, you want to start pressing primarily volume down to select wipe data factory reset. When it's selected, confirm it with the power button, then select factory data reset, confirm that. It's going to tell you that it's formatting data and data wipe complete, at which point reboot system now will be selected by default, so all you need to do is just press the power button. Now this will continue resetting your device right now, and it will take about a minute or so to finish up, and once it's completed, we will be presented with Android setup screen. So I'll be back once that is visible for me. And as you can see, the process is now finished, and you can set up your device however you like. So if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Nubia Air, and let me share with you how to change the 3 buttons navigation into the gestures and the other way around. So let's begin with opening the settings, and here we have to scroll and find features. Let's tap on it. Then tap on the system navigation at the top, and as you can see here, we've got 2 different options. So let me begin with the virtual navigation. If you've got the gestures and if you wish to use the 3-button navigation, simply tap on this first option, and as you can see, our device will immediately apply 3 buttons. We can also tap on this settings icon, and here we can reorder the back button and the resends, so it's up to you how you wish to display them. You can also decide whether you'd like to always show navigation bar or sometimes hide it just by tapping on this arrow right here. As you can see, we've got an additional option, and here we've got also circle to search. If you've got the 3-button navigation and you'd like to set the gestures, simply tap on the second option, and our device will immediately hide the 3-button navigation. We can also tap on this the settings icon, and here we've got more options to customize. So first of all, the Google Gemini. We can also avoid misoperation by swipe gesture. We can display bottom indicator because usually instead of the 3 buttons, we will have this line which is responsible for some gestures. However, we can hide it just by tapping on the switcher. It's completely up to you. Here, circle to search and back sensitivity for left and right edge. And to be honest, I highly recommend to get back to this option after a while of using the gestures. So you will be able to decide whether you need the sensitivity to be higher or lower. It depends on, for example, whether you're using case or not. All right, so because the 3-button navigation is quite easy to understand how it works, I'd like to show you how to use the gestures. So if you wish to get back directly to the, not directly to the home page, but to the previous page, you have to swipe your finger from the side to the center. If you can see this arrow, you can release the finger, and the same situation from the right side. Here you've got also demos, so you can check demos or animations, you can check how it works. So as I said, the same from the right side. If you wish to get back directly to the home page, swipe your finger from the bottom to the center and make sure that this motion is quick and short. So something like that. And here we've got it. And if you wish to open the recents, so the section which you can enter just by tapping on the square icon, you have to swipe your finger from the bottom to the center again. So kind of repeat the previous gesture, but hold your finger somewhere here. So elongate this gesture, something like that. And after releasing, here we've got the recents. Moreover, if we've got more than one application opened, we can swipe between the apps just by swiping at the very bottom from the left to right or from the right to the left, which is quite cool because it's a convenient way to quickly change between the apps. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Welcome. In front of me is a Nubia Air, and today I'll show you how you can boot this device into Fastboot Mode. So, to get started, hold your power button, and from the boot options that will show up, you want to select power off twice. Now the device will turn off, but you want to give it a couple of seconds after you think it's off, as without like any kind of screen on live right here still is turning off. And once you give it like 10 seconds, you can hold power button and the volume up at the same time. This will start the boot up of the device. Keep on holding, and when you see the recovery mode, which is right about now, you can let go of both of these buttons. Now, one thing to keep in mind, sometimes when you let go of these 2 buttons, it will accept the first option selected by default, which is Reboot System Now, aka leave this mode and go back to Android when you're letting go of them. So, because power button used to confirm, it sometimes confirms the first option. Now, this doesn't really happen that often, but if you see this screen disappear the moment you let go of these buttons, start holding them again. Now, when you're in here using volume buttons, you can select either Reboot to Bootloader or Enter Safe Mode to enter Safe Mode. Now I'm going to start with the Safe Mode option. It's labeled correctly and it has more options. So once it's selected using your volume buttons, confirm it using the power button. And you can see here's our Fastboot Mode with some options like Reboot System Now, Enter Recovery, Reboot to Bootloader, and Power Off. So obviously Reboot System Now takes us back to Android, Recovery takes us to the previous page, and Bootloader takes us to Fastboot Mode. Just one without, well, this kind of layout, so I'm going to confirm it just so I can showcase this. Now it will be cut out by the, holy shit, it's like fully cut out, wow. I'm going to bring it very close. Now this right here, Glory's design, is basically our Fastboot Mode. I know we can't tell because it's literally almost the entire thing cut out because of the rounded corners of the screen, but this is a Fastboot Mode as well. Now in this one we don't have any kind of options to navigate through, so to leave it, hold power button and volume down till the phone turns off, or basically till the screen turns off. And as you can see, we're now back in Android. So, if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Nubia Air, and let me share with you how to free up storage without deleting apps. So first of all, try to remove cache. Let's go to the settings. Right here we have to scroll and find the apps. Tap on see all 55 apps, and here we've got the list of all apps which are installed here. And what I highly recommend to do is to go through all of those apps, especially those which you're frequently using, and remove cache. Cache are junk files which are saved by your device, but they are not necessarily for the proper usage of the app, so we can easily remove them. So just open the app, for example the camera, tap on storage and cache, and here we've got this cache section. So simply tap on clear cache, your device will immediately remove it. And combining all of those apps, or most of them, and removing cache from it will free quite a lot of memory. Another thing which I highly recommend to do is to find the cleanup. The cleanup is pre-installed by your developer, so for sure you've got one, just find it and then tap on it. So here we've got the information that there is enough space, no need to clean up. However, I just wanted to show you that here we've got some options, like for example, we can remove junk files. Here we've got this option one tap cleanup, which is quite nice. We can remove some kind of cache files. However, those are not connected with the cache files from the app, so unfortunately have to do it separately. So we've got junk files which we can remove. Here we've got app data. We can remove specific app data. However, it will transfer us to this app info, so you can do it in the previous step. We've got also the image cleanup and video cleanup. Usually videos are occupying a lot of memory, so try to remove maybe something. And large files, just check them and try to remove some. Moreover, another thing which I highly recommend to check are your downloads, because let's be honest, usually we are downloading a lot of stuff and after that we actually forget about it. So simply go to your file manager. You can either use this pre-installed one or maybe any kind of third-party app, it doesn't matter. For sure you will have the section downloads, which is right here in my case. I do not have any kind of files downloaded. However, if you've downloaded something previously, they will appear right here. And I highly recommend to simply go through all of those apps and remove those which are not really that important. And as a last thing, which I highly recommend to do, is to consider a backup. I will not show it to you right now because we've got a full tutorial, separate video, which is really detailed about the whole backup situation, the whole backup option. So I just wanted to mention that I highly recommend to consider that because not only you will keep the photos and videos in other place, thanks to which you will secure them from, for example, accidental loss. And a second advantage is that you will be able to actually remove them from the internal space of your phone, and thanks to it simply free up some memory, and you will not need to remove any kind of apps. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Nubia Air, and let me share with you how to add the fingerprint to this device. So let's begin with opening the settings, and here we have to scroll and find security and privacy. Then let's scroll and go to device unlock and choose fingerprint and face unlock. Before we will be able to set fingerprint, we need to set a regular screen lock. Of course, if you've got one, you will be simply transferred to another step. If not, you have to do it right now. It is for security reasons, because if for some reason your device won't recognize your fingerprint, the sensor won't work, then you will still be able to unlock your device with the pattern, pin or password. So I'll pick the pattern, let me draw it, redraw it and confirm. So now let me tap on fingerprint And here you've got the information about the fingerprint, the privacy data, etc. So just tap on Done after reading. And your device will ask you whether you'd like to add the fingerprint. So just tap on Register. Here we've got the information that if you've got a screen lock, sorry, not screen lock, but the screen protector, for example, the tempered glass or something like that, it might affect the fingerprint recognition. So not only use the official sticker, but also add the fingerprint after applying the sticker. Okay. So here we've got the sensor, and all we have to do is to put our finger on it, and now we have to do it multiple times to add our fingerprint fully. So try to catch every part of it for better recognition, so change the position of it. Now the edges, as you can see. Alright, we've got it, so just tap on OK. Here the face unlock, I don't want to do that. And here we've got the fingerprint management, so all the options which are connected with that. This is the fingerprint we just added. We can rename it or remove it just by tapping on it, so you can do it if you wish. You can add another fingerprint and confirm fingerprint, which is basically a test for the fingerprints, because as you can see, we can add up to 5 different fingerprints here. So if you've got 5 of them or 4 of them and you're not sure which fingerprint is which, from which finger, then you can simply put your finger on the sensor and your device will mark or highlight the specific fingerprint which you're using. So that's quite useful. Here the functions, so you can decide for what you would like to use the fingerprint for. So unlock the device, access and control apps, access private safe, and a simple touch, which means that you can use your fingerprint to open a bound app when the screen is off or locked. And you can choose the specific app if you wish. Let me go back. Here we've got the fingerprint animation style, so as you can see, you can also customize it. It's up to you which option you prefer. So just mark it and then tap on Apply. And here you can decide whether you like to show the fingerprint icon when the screen is off. It's completely up to you. So now all we have to do is to lock our device and check if it is working. So let me do it. Here we've got the sensor, so let me put my finger on it. And as you can see, the device is unblocked, which means that we just successfully added the fingerprint. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Nubia Air, and let me share with you how to check the total screen time on this device. So let's start with opening the settings, and here we have to scroll all the way down to find this digital well-being and parental controls. Let's tap on it. So right here we've got the graph which will show us for how long we've been using this device today. In my case it was 52 minutes, and most of the time I've spent on the settings. We've got also unlocks and notifications count. So if you wish to check some further details, you can tap inside the graph and you will be transferred to the dashboard where you can check the screen time in particular days of the week. You can compare them. Of course, if you've got the records, you can change the screen time to notifications received and times opened. And under it, you've got also the list of apps which you've been using with specific time you've spent on them. Moreover, if you will tap on the app, you will be again transferred to the dashboard, but this time it is tightly connected with only this one app. And I also wanted to discuss some ways to disconnect, specifically maybe app limits and maybe focus mode. So first of all, the app limit. So if you will decide that you're spending too much time on a specific app, you can try to kind of block it or limit it. So let's pretend I'm spending too much time on the camera. Let's pretend. All we have to do is to tap on this hourglass icon, and now we can set app limit. So for example, if I will set it for 0 hours and 30 minutes, it means that I can use this app for 30 minutes during a day. At midnight, this app limit will be reset, and tomorrow I will be able to use it for 30 minutes again. If we will set it for 0 hours and 0 minutes, because we've got this option, let's simply tap on OK. And the camera or any other app will be immediately grayed out, not only here, but also here. As you can see, it is grayed out and a little bit transparent. And after attempting to open it, we will have this pop-out window with the information that it was paused and it will start again tomorrow. And obviously, you can quickly turn this timer off. However, this is our reminder that maybe we really shouldn't open that app. So I highly recommend to consider using the app limits. You can simply tap on delete limit to remove it. And another thing, the focus mode, for example. So if you've got some distracting apps, so usually it will be some kind of social media apps, etc. You can simply mark them in this list. So let's pretend those are my distracting apps. Here we can set a schedule, so we can choose specific days of the week just by marking them. If it is blue, it is marked. You can choose the start and the end time from this clock. It's, of course, completely up to you. And after tapping on set, your device will use this schedule, and it will kind of gray out those distracting apps. Basically, the whole idea is that your device will hide the notifications during this set schedule, which is nice because thanks to it you will not be you won't be distracted. You will be able to focus on different things like, for example, working, spending time with your family, resting, I don't know, playing games, or whatever you wish to use this focus mode for. Of course, you can turn it off just by tapping on this trash bin icon. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Nubia Air, and let me share with you how to turn off ads and their personalization. Alright, so I'd like to start with the personalization. So let's go to the settings. Right here we have to scroll all the way down to find this Google section. Go to all services. No worries, you do not have to be logged in to be able to do that. Go to all services and scroll to find ads. And here we've got something which is called advertising ID. And resetting or removing it will not decrease the amount of ads you will receive. However, they won't be that personalized, which means that they will not show you, for example, the items which you've been searching for before, etc. So that's still quite nice option to do. To remove this personalization. So first of all, tap on Reset Advertising ID. Tap on Confirm and then Delete Advertising ID and tap on it. And as you can see, your device will completely remove it. And as I said, thanks to it, the ads won't be that much personalized. If we are in the settings, we can scroll up to find mobile network, I believe. No, sorry, connected devices. And here we've got this section where we've got DNS. So let's set it private. I mean, we've got it private because it is set on automatic. However, if we will set this option and here enter dns.adguard.com and make sure that there are not any kind of spaces between the dots. Tap on Save. Your device will limit the advertisements for sure, the amount of them. Another thing is to consider removing the notifications from the apps which are showing you the advertisements. So let's pretend I'm getting a lot of advertisements from Play Store or from any other app. Let's simply tap on it and hold it and then go to App Info. Here we've got the section called Notifications, so let's simply tap on it. And here, as you can see, we've got different categories of those notifications. And what I highly recommend to do is to go through all of those notifications, I mean the categories, and try to find something which is kind of connected with the advertisement. So for example, in my case, it sounds like an advertisement, so payment, deals, and recommendations. So all we have to do is to simply tap on the switcher next to it in order to get rid of the notifications. If you cannot find a relevant category, and if you do not really need the notifications from this specific app, I highly recommend to simply tap on this switcher here to turn off the notifications completely. And as a last resort, I mean, maybe it's not a last resort, but I just wanted to mention that. I know it is quite obvious, but sometimes we actually forget about it. Let's go to the Play Store, go to search, and enter Adblock. And I'm not talking only about the Adblock which is connected with the browser, because we've got, for example, the Adblock for the Opera, Adblock for Chrome, Adblock for, I don't know, Samsung Internet, etc. You know, for the specific browser. But we've got much more options nowadays. So, for example, we've got the ad blocker for Android. So you can simply download it and limit the advertisements which are shown on the Android, etc. Here we've got something called content blocker. So I really highly recommend to check the options which we've got here and download those which seem quite relevant. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
In front of me is Nubia Air, and today I would like to show you how you can change or customize your keyboard's theme. First of all, you need to launch your keyboard and click on this icon at the top left corner. Now select Themes and tap on Do It Now or Try It Later if you want to choose a photo to custom your theme right away. I would recommend to check out all of the available options though. You can tap on one of those downloaded themes to apply one instantly, or click on this icon of a shirt, this one, and a plus located in Downloaded Themes section. Now you can pick any of those. Tap on the best one for you. Hit download and tap on apply. As you can see, after a few seconds mine has changed. To customize it though, click on the same icon at the top left corner. Tap on Themes and this time use this icon of a photo under Customized Themes. Now click on the photo you want to apply as your new keyboard's background. Pinch it to scale, drag it to move, and even rotate it however you wish to. Choose Next. And then play with all of those options to create a perfect keyboard. You can pick one of the simple keys shapes and border color, or what I like to do, pick one of those. You can even adjust opacity thanks to this slider. Then choose font, click on the best one, and pick a color. Let's stick with white though. Select Swipe to pick one of those float options, color of it, and by scrolling down you can also adjust brightness and blurriness of your selected photo by operating those two sliders. That's way too bright. Let's do it like this. Then hit Effect. And now decide if you want to see key press bubble thanks to this switcher. Select any of those options, like this one, and check it out by pressing on your keys to see the animation. Then tap on Sound. Now you can adjust volume here and pick one of those sound effects you will hear every time you will press a key. You can also select this one, which is a standard key sound, or mute it by tapping on this first key sound option. When you're done, hit save at the top right corner. And now when I go back, as you can see, my new theme was successfully applied. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Welcome. In front of me is a Nubia Air, and today I will show you how you can enable your power saving mode on this device. So, to get started, let's swipe down from the top of our screen like so, and then do that once more to extend the list of visible toggles. Now, in here we are looking for the power saving mode, which I already know it's not added by default, so we will need to do that ourselves. And we can do that by clicking right here on this pencil. And somewhere below here, you will find all the toggles that are turned off, which includes two different power saving modes. We have the normal power saving, and we have the ultra power saver. I'm going to add both of them. As you can see, you add them by holding them. The icon lifts up and you can then drag it over to the top, drop it, and when you go back, you should have access to it on one of the pages. So let's start off by actually not clicking on either one of those to toggle it on, but by holding the power saving. This will take us to the settings. Now, Nubia doesn't have the best kind of settings for power saving mode, but it still allows for a little bit of control. Now, one thing that it is kind of neat is that it allows you to set it up so it automatically turns on and off. And you can do so right here by changing when it turns on, at what percentage. So if, like it says right now, when the battery falls down to 34%, it will automatically turn on, though you do need to have this turned on. Now, the reason I didn't do that right away is because once you turn it on, you can't change the percentage anymore. So it needs to be turned off for you to adjust the percentage. Next, we have turn off power saver automatically, and this will be done when battery reaches 90%. There is no option for you to change. It's just 90% and that's it. If you don't like it, you can turn it off, but it is a pretty nice option. Next, we have restrict apps from accessing network. So basically turn off Wi-Fi and mobile network when you're not using the device, and reduce refresh rate. So from 120, it's going to be locked to 60. So you can change all of those if you want to. I'm going to keep it as it is set by default and close it up. Now, whenever you want to enable your power saving mode, find this toggle once more. Does that help me? And just simply tap on it. And it's barely visible, but you can see that the filling of the battery changes to green to indicate that it is right now enabled, if the abhorrent refresh rate wasn't visible enough. Now, that's one thing that I can enable. The other one is the ultra power saver mode. Now, that one is a little bit more extensive. This is a mode that you probably might be interested if you just, I don't know, got stranded on an island and you won't be rescued for foreseeable weeks. So if you turn it on, it gives you this quick message: enable ultra power saver to bring maximum battery to your phone. This mode will restrict the number of apps that start automatically and restrict the background activity of apps. That's basically, anyway, we're going to click on OK. We're not going to go through this entire thing. And you can see that right now, even though the battery is half full or half empty, depending on if you're half full or empty kind of glass guy, and even that, we are still gonna get about 45, almost 46 hours of battery life in this mode. So it does extend it quite significantly. And this mode, as you can see, removes things like wallpapers, applications from your home screen, and even toggles. So it is mode that is just, like I said, strictly designed for preserving as much battery as possible and does everything that the normal power saving mode did, plus much more. Now, to leave this mode, you will need to click right here on this exit button and then confirm it, and there we go. Now, it will go back to the previous mode. So because I had power saving mode enabled, it's still in actual power saving mode. So I do need to turn that off as well. So there we go. Now, if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Welcome. In front of me is a Nubia Air, and today I will show you how you can enable and also set up your Do Not Disturb mode. So to get started, we're gonna swipe down from the top of our screen twice to reveal the toggles right here, and we're looking for the Do Not Disturb mode, which typically looks like a moon icon and usually is added by default, but Nubia for some reason doesn't add it by default. So we need to do that job ourselves. So in this case, let's click on this little pencil right here, swipe down to this light gray area, and these are all the toggles that are turned off, one of them being Do Not Disturb mode. When you see it, hold it, and you can see that it lifts up a little bit. So now you can grab it over, drag it in here, drop it, and when you go back, we have access to it right here. Anyway, when you see it in this list, hold it again, and this time around this will redirect you to the settings. In here you can customize how the mode will function when enabled. Now, outside of just the very top having the option to turn it on and off, which is what the toggle does anyway, we have below that option to set up a schedule. There's one pre-made, usually it's called sleeping, but these ones don't have names, but the settings are the same. Starts at 10 p.m, ends at 7 a.m, run all week long. Wait, all week long? Yep, all week long. No, it's kind of weird considering it's Sunday to Saturday. Anyway, below that we have the option to add additional ones, and if you're planning to use any kind of schedule, just make sure that it is toggled on in here, and you don't need to do anything extra. The phone, when this is enabled, will turn on this toggle on its own and turn it off on its own. Now below that we have allowed to be disturbed, and we have options for messages, calls, and both messages and calls have the same options, which is anyone, contacts, favorites, and no one. Now, steered contacts are favorite contacts, just so you know. So you can select whichever option you want, with a little difference for calls. Calls has additional toggle right here that allows repeated callers. If someone calls you twice within a 15-minute period, no matter what you have selected right here, they will bypass this as long as they meet the 15-minute period requirement. So this is a good option in case of emergencies, though 15 minutes is a little bit on the longer side, to the point that it could approach the very persistent scammer kind of region. So take that in consideration when setting it up. Now once everything here is set up, you can close this up. There's not many options in there as you've seen. So anyway, we're going to find this toggle once again, and this time around we're just going to simply tap on it to turn it on manually. Now, unfortunately, there is no option for us to add a timer to it. Some other devices do have the option to set up a timer, so this would mean that when you manually turn it on, after a specified period of time, this will turn off. Here, there is no such an option, so if you tend to forget that you enabled Do Not Disturb mode, and you end up with it running in the background permanently, till you remembered, oh shit, I turned that on like a month ago, what you can do is in the settings, under schedule right here, you can create a schedule that runs, for instance, every single day for like a single minute somewhere at night. So this would mean that when you have your mode enabled, like right now it was, at night, your phone will attempt to turn it on again per schedule. But it is already enabled, so it really can't enable it twice, or enable square, so it doesn't really matter. But when it needs to turn it off, it is enabled, so it's going to turn it off. Therefore, you can kind of circumvent the no timer, though you're still limited for it to turn off at night, so possibly long time after you needed it. But it's the only kind of solution that I got for you. And obviously, if you don't have a smooth brain like a beach ball like I do, you can actually turn it off yourself. So anyway, if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Welcome. In front of me is a Nubia Air, and today I will show you how you can hard reset this device through settings. Okay, so to get started, obviously we want to open up our settings, and in here scroll all the way to the bottom and find System and Update. Next, select Reset Options and Erase All Data Factory Reset. Give it a moment and it will present you with the data that will be removed by this process, which disregard the first three useless informations listed here, as the ones that matter will be things like music, photos, and not other but all user data. Now you also might see some kind of applications listed right here. If you do, don't really need to worry about those. What you should worry is about the three last things listed here. So if you have anything that you'd like to back up, do that right now before you go any further. Now I recommend, if you're planning to back up your user data, to do it with a cable yourself to your computer. I don't ever recommend backing up your data to the cloud. It's basically as though you're backing up your personal information to someone else's computer, which then dictates on when you have access to it and for how long and what you can do with it. How about no? So I don't recommend it. There are certain, for instance, laws in European Union, if I remember correctly, that prohibits companies from keeping your data for longer than they need to, which is, I believe, like 2 or 3 years. So if you don't do anything with that data for this period of time, your data just gets deleted. Now, don't worry. First, it's going to get fed to the AI to train it and, you know, feed the algorithm and know exactly who you are. So your data is actually unavailable to you, but it's been used to train everything along the way, so it can basically know what you're gonna do next better than you know. So yeah, I don't recommend, like I said, backing up your data to the cloud, because it's just really kind of counterproductive to you and to your well, security, data security, and your just personal life. Now, by backing it up to your computer, you have full control over this data. You know who has access to it or who you're given access to it. It stays there as long as you want to, and you can restore it on any other device. You're not basically limited to what you can do with it. So that's my recommendation. Now, on this device, I don't have anything that I will be backing up, so I'm just going to select Erase All Data, confirm my screen lock, and select it again. Now this will begin factory resetting the device, which will take probably 2 minutes or so to finish up. And once it's completed, we'll be presented with the Android setup screen. So I'll be back once that is visible for me. And as you can see, the process is now finished and you can set up your device however you like. So if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Welcome. In front of me is a Nubia Air, and today I'll show you how we can record screen on this device. So to get started, you will want to swipe down from the top of your screen like so, and then do that once more, and this will extend the list of visible toggles. And in here we're looking for screen recorder. Now I apologize for the font that is for some reason black right here, which makes it absolutely impossible to see what is the writing below, but I can see that my screen recorder is right here based on just how the toggle looks like. So anyway, once you find it, you just want to first time around hold it, but if you don't see this toggle, it might mean that you need to add it yourself, and you can do so by clicking not on what I just clicked, by clicking on this pencil, and you can swipe down, and wow, now we have white text. Great. And by swiping down, you will see these toggles right here that are turned off, so you can just kind of grab them like so. Text right here, as you can see, changes, so you can drag it over here, drop it, and when you go back, you have access to it on one of the pages. So anyway, once you see this, like I mentioned, we're going to hold it, and reason for that is it's the settings. So here we can change how it's set by default. Now for mic and system sound options, so basically the audio recording, you do have the option to change it. You don't need to go in here to do that. So I'm just gonna skip that for now. Then we have the video quality, which we're set to medium. Like hell, we're not sticking with that one. We're choosing the high. And next we have record touch interactions. So this will record a semi-transparent gray dot where your finger was pressing the display. It might be a little bit distracting for gameplay purposes, so you could turn that off. But for instance, videos similar to what I'm doing, it could be useful, assuming you're recording a screen instead of the entire set like I am. Next we have stop recording screen while in a lock screen, so just will basically automatically stop when you lock it. And well, that's about it. So let's close this up, find this toggle once more, and this time around we're just going to simply tap on it. And like I mentioned, we do have the option for the sound options right here, so it's the middle toggle. And we have the record button, which is the red one, and the close. So I'm going to click on the record. It shows me a timer right here, and whatever I'll do right now will be recorded by the device. Now there is a little bit of a limitation to this. See if I will be able to find an application to showcase this. Apparently I won't be. Okay then. Yeah, it looks like I won't be. All these applications can be recorded as far as I know. So, although maybe this one. Let's give it a second. Anyway, I'm gonna click now on the stop. This will save your screen recording. And once it's saved, we can view it by going into our Photos application and Collections. And from here, there might be two locations where you can find it, either Videos, which looks to not be the case, and Screenshots, which looks to be the case. So I can now view it. And quickly, before I continue watching it, I do want to check one thing, which is resolution. So it is 1080p when you set it to high. So that's pretty good. Now, what I wanted to show by opening up some kind of application, like for instance, the wallet, was a feature which I don't know if will be visible right here. Let's just quickly pass through this. Yep, looks to work. So visible. Okay, so I won't be able to showcase this, but there are certain applications that will just straight up block your screen recorder from being able to see the screen. Now, these applications include shit apps like Spotify or Netflix. Now, these applications are primarily pre-installed on a lot of devices, maybe not most, but a lot of devices. And the reason I'm pointing these out and just like ridiculing the hell out of them is because I find it absolutely absurd that an application that comes pre-installed with my device has the ability, without my permission, to change how my device works and what it can do. Like, sorry, but go screw yourself. You can piss off and never change any settings without my effing permission. And I just find it annoying because you, as a user that buys a phone, your own property, that you don't have control over. You have some piece of dog shit application that without your permission, without even you agreeing to terms of service, use, privacy policy, or any other bullshit, without even signing in or owning an account, it has the ability to change how your device works. Excuse me, no, go F yourself. Like, because of this, I highly urge you to check out some other options, which usually will provide you with a better service because it's free, and no ads, which is a better service, and also allow you to record it. Now, for something like Spotify, you can just check out any kind of thing, like, for instance, Revance, which includes Revance music and so on from YouTube, while Spotify, you can just substitute with something like CloudStream. It's all free, it's all legal, and it's all a middle finger to these corporate cucks that basically think that they own your device. So yeah, highly recommend checking it out. It's going to be much better than paying for something. So in any case, that about sums it up. So if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Welcome. In front of me is a Nubia Air, and today I will show you how you can enable and also set up your portable hotspot. So to get started, let's swipe down from the top of our screen, which will bring down our toggles. And in here, I'm going to swipe down again to extend the list of visible toggles, which will reveal hotspot right over here. Now, if you don't see it anywhere on either page, as there are two, or possibly two, you can add it by clicking right here on this pencil. Swipe down, and right here in this lighter gray area, you will find all the toggles that are turned off or not visible in the tray when you swipe down. So what you would do right here is just hold one of them, lifts up as you can see, you can now drag it, drop it in here, and when you go back, you should have access to it on one of the pages. So once you see your hotspot right here, you want to hold it. This will quickly take you to the settings. Now, even if you don't really want to change any settings, you will need to navigate here because hotspot will come with a randomly generated password right over here. And you can see this one is god awful. It's just a jumbled mess of numbers. Now, typically it's a jumbled mess of letters and numbers, so this one's a little bit less of a hassle to remember, but you know what? My brain isn't wrinkly enough to remember some random ass numbers, so I'm just going to get rid of this and set up my own new password, which will accommodate for my very smooth beach ball brain. 1 through 8. Now, another thing in here is the AP band. So we can change it from 2.4 gigahertz to 5 gigahertz. Now, 5 gigahertz will be faster and more stable, but won't be used by every device. Now, for the most part, I actually recommend keeping it at 2.4. The only time I would it would really help if I could be literate. The only time I would ever recommend, there we go, that went better, changing it to 2.4 is, or sorry, not 2.4, 5 gigahertz is if you live in a very densely populated area, something maybe like New York City. Now, there's a little bit more nuance to this. So it basically includes how many signals, 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi signals there are. If there is many of them, it can cause interference with your devices that are trying to use this hotspot right now. And you could end up with either just disconnecting from it or just general problems. And obviously this is not something that you want to experience. So in this case, if you have such a problem, which like I said, will be just probably a very minuscule chance you might have this problem, as the area needs to be very dense. But if you do have a problem like that, you can change it to 5 gigahertz. Just know that not every device supports 5 gigahertz. So if you have some kind of like older devices, they most likely might not support it. And in this case, you just simply won't see that hotspot, which kind of defeats the purpose of this fix. But if it supports, then you can change it and you should have a better experience. Now, outside of just 5 gigahertz having a better coverage and just more stable connection, it also adds other things which it tries to convey right here by saying that it is a performance one. Sure, it is a performance, but this is a phone and you're using mobile network. This means absolutely F all. So cool. 5 gigahertz as a frequency band does support higher bandwidth, more devices connected, but because you're using mobile network, you're most likely limited to mobile network speeds. And for instance, in my case, I at best could have like 60 megabits, which is a far cry from what I have at home, which is 10 times faster. And that's just at this point, kind of like a bare bones speed that we have in Poland, at least. I could get like 2 gigabit network, which is even more insane. And at that point, 5 gigahertz does make sense. But when my phone does like 30 to 60, yeah, I can totally get away with 2.4. It's fast enough to get through that and still have additional, speed left on the table. So performance here doesn't matter. Unless you're rocking like a, 500 megabit mobile network somehow per second, meaning, then maybe you can consider 5 gigahertz, but that's highly unlikely as far as I am aware. So we're going to stick with the 2.4. Now, another thing in here is the hide my device. Absolutely useless option. I don't recommend turning that on. It just basically hides your network and makes you input it into the Wi-Fi list manually by typing in the name of the device, exactly like it's here, along with a password yourself. And if you misspell, put a space in the wrong place or anything like that, well, you're not connecting to anything. So there we go. You can also change the name if you want to, by the way, but I'm going to keep it at that. So let's just close it up. Nope, not that. There we go. Close it up. And let's find this toggle once more. And this time around, we're just going to, ignore this. And we're just going to tap on the toggle. Now, one thing to keep in mind, when you enable your hotspot, which for keen-eyed people, you probably just noticed that Wi-Fi just turned itself off. So that's one of the things. This is a budget device, so it doesn't have enough antennas to accommodate for everything. So when you enable hotspot, it turns off Wi-Fi because it's using the same antennas. Now, when you turn it off, it re-enables Wi-Fi. So at least that's a good thing. Another thing, if we go back into the settings and click on more settings, you can find in here hotspot auto off policy. So if there is nothing connected to your hotspot for 10 minutes, it will automatically turn it off. It's a great option. I recommend keeping it enabled. You can increase the timer to 30 minutes, or you can turn it off, which I wouldn't recommend. So when you're done using it and you disconnect from your hotspot, your device will basically kick in a timer. After the timer runs out, it turns off the hotspot. So it will, once it turns it off, it automatically re-enables your Wi-Fi. So that's about it. Now, if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.